What's going on, ladies and gents, juggalos and juggalettes, gronks of all ages? This is episode 14 of the GRONKCAST. As always, I'm BT Savage, and we got MAXHITMATT and Tom Puppet. And lads, how are you all doing on this fine week?
Doing good, man. Fuck yeah. I'm keen. I'm really keen this week.
Let me be the first and the first one of us three to say a very deep-hearted and welcoming whoop whoop to everyone who's listening right now.
Whoop, whoop.
I got
two of my loves meeting, like ICP and wrestling. And I know it's obviously not the first time this ever happened or the only time, but this is great.
Well, I mean, we've got a wild one today, and I'm going to kick it over to Tom, and he's going to tell us what we are going to review for today.
Yes, today we are covering JCW, that is Juggalo Championship Wrestling, their very first Bloodymania event back in 2007. This was a wrestling show that they put on at the Gathering of the Juggalos, and it was pretty much made just for the Juggalos in attendance. A giant 8,000 person crowd, which I don't know if I fully believe or not, but yeah, that's what they said.
Well, that's what they said, and, you know, I will believe them. But
oh yeah, no, me too. I got no reason not to.
I'll have some things to say as we get into the pod. I'm going to give a warning right now. Any juggalos or juggalettes watching this, all right, things will be said, right? Things will be said, and do not get offended. Because you know what? I'm BT Savage, and fucking I have no heart when it comes to this shit. And yeah, we'll get into it more when we get into the show.
Let's do it. Yeah. So obviously JCW Bloodymania. This was at the 2007 gathering. I think we've already been through this, but August 12th. Go through it again really quick. Yep. The show opens with the Bloodymania intro package, which I really liked, man. And obviously the song is Madness by ICP. Showed some people like Scott Hall, Human Tornado, Pondo, Abby, Abdullah the Butcher, Ultimo Dragon, and of course ICP as well. It just was cool, man. It screamed 2007 indies to me.
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. This opening intro was just fucking badass. Probably one of the better ones we've seen in a while.
I didn't mind this at all. Like, they did the song from ICP, and they popped sort of everyone up on the screen with their little graphic doing their little thing. And, you know, it was cool. I was digging it.
Yeah, so we kind of kick it off with... I don't even know what you'd call it. It's like you know how they show the announcers. I guess that's the best way to put it, like a pre-tape or whatever you want to call it, with a green screen behind him, and it's Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope. Well, kind of. It's 3D Violent J, and Shaggy 2 Dope is Guido. So this is like their alter egos for the announcing. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was great. Just in case you didn't write it down, I got it. 3D stood for Diamond Donovan Douglas. And then Guido's real name was Handsome Harley Hostella, which are the most ridiculous names. But I also like how you have DDP, the Diamond Donovan Douglas, and then also Triple H. And instead of calling him Triple H, he went with Guido, which I don't know why that made me giggle, but it really did. Like, it's so stupid, but it's so good.
And like from the get-go, you know, okay, this is fun. And that's what I like. And 3D straight away tells Guido that he's a lucky son of a bitch because he's doing play-by-play for the greatest wrestling event ever thrown down by Juggalo Championship Wrestling. At this point, this is probably their biggest event, I would say.
Without question.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't really know much about JCW, but from what they've said and from the match card, they highlight the match card to preview the show. You look at the match card and it's like, it probably is their biggest show, especially with some of the talents that are going to be on this show.
Which I'll run through pretty much now. Guido says if we don't see blood tonight, the Juggalos will make him bleed, and they will, and we'll go through how ruthless they are.
This is definitely one of the crowds that's like, if you see a sign, if so and so wins, we riot. They're actually going to fucking riot. Like, there's no denying that whatsoever.
And love you or hate you, they're going to throw something at you. I mean, we'll get into that way more, but I mean, I kind of go, oh, fuck, that's a real like shitty thing to do, right? But then I put my Juggalo shoes on and I go, nah, they're just having fun. They're vibing. Everyone's like partying. This is the thing.
My thing on that, and this is, again, I'm not really part of Juggalo Nation. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I'm neutral.
Yeah.
My opinion on the whole fans chucking shit into the ring, there were times on this show where it was valid and it was called for. It's fine. Okay. Certain people can heat, you throw shit into the ring. But then there's other times where it's like, fuck, man, do we really need to be doing this? Really?
Old mate's in a headlock and he's just getting a beer bottle to the face,
It's, I don't know. You know what you get into when it's going to the Juggalos. You're in that environment. It is what it is, I guess.
It's a gray area, I guess. But as we said on that card, we're going to see Jimmy Jacobs. This is young Jimmy Jacobs, by the way. This is like just sort of getting into ROH. I wouldn't say just sort of getting into ROH, but he's not at his biggest point in his career. He'll be taking on Ultimo Dragon. We have Too Tough Tony taking on Ball Payne. Pogo the Clown versus Abdullah the Butcher versus Jake the Snake Roberts. Sorry, in a 3-way. We also have Tracy Smothers taking on a mystery opponent. One thing with JCW is they get the most random fucking wrestlers, ones that they loved back in the day, random fucks, and just throw them in the ring. That's what they do.
Yep.
So we also have an 8-team elimination match, which features fucking Damager. Am I right, boys?
Damager.
I am, baby. I am.
Dude, how hard did you guys pop? Because I lost my shit when I saw him pop up on the screen.
Mate,
I got so excited for Damager. And I was already hot for like fucking Ultimo and a couple of the other guys they announced, but I was like, Damager too? Let's go. Like, I was so hyped for no reason.
Look at the Basham brothers 2 weeks in a row on the GRONKCAST, lads.
I was going to say that. And not only that, it's for some reason, the GRONKCAST always goes full circle. There's someone on the fucking show that was on there last week, or there was some little joke that carries over to the next week. You know what I mean? It just somehow. I was waiting for fucking Jesse Ventura to be announced, honestly.
Oh, fucking hell.
He should have been the fucking mystery opponent for Smothers.
Oh,
that would have so good.
Wow. Tonight we also have ICP and Sabu taking on Trent Acid and the Altar Boys. Guido says, you might call him Holy Trent Acid. I call him Holy Trent Asshole. Now, there was more to that quote, but I won't go into that. If you want to check that out, go check it out on YouTube. It's on there. A lot of these quotes will be cut short.
Well, that's the thing. While we're on the topic of quotes being cut short, right? We're going to go through this show. And the commentators are going to say some really fucking random shit that are really funny throughout the whole entire show. Number one, if we wrote every single funny thing that the commentator said down, this pod would go 15 hours. Number two, we would get cancelled if we said full quotes of what the commentator said. So we're going to compromise and pick out some funny stuff. And if you just want to check it out, go watch the show because it is a laugh.
100%. And something I'll also mention, I'm a huge Shaggy Two-Dope fan. And I think that sometimes if I write something down that he said, it doesn't come out as good. His delivery on lines is what makes it funny. And I don't know if you guys picked up on that. Like, I'm writing things down and I'm like, man, that was so funny. I got to write it down. And I'm like, once I read it back, I'm like, oh, it doesn't sound as good. You know what I mean?
No, I 100% agree. Like, maybe the things he said, like, if you read it back, it's like, okay, that's not really funny. But the way he delivers those certain lines, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you on, cunt?
100%. But JCW opens and the fans are already throwing shit. The ring girl has her breasts out. This is JCW for sure. Like, there is nothing more JCW than that opening scene.
There really isn't. And I'll say one of the lines. I'm going to say it exactly how it is because it was funny to me.
Yeah.
Guido goes, nice sandbags, whore. And at that point, I didn't realize Matt here was doing commentary for the show. So I was kind of excited.
Whoa. Hey.
fucking Matt, brother. You already know.
I wasn't there. I wasn't on the Shaggy show that night, brother.
Oh, no, brother. It's unfortunate.
But yeah, the match. So the opening match we're going to get is Jimmy Jacobs versus Ultimo Dragon, and Jimmy Jacobs makes his way out to the ring with Scott D'Amore. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Random.
why
The
is
emo
Scott D'Amore
warrior,
here?
baby. I don't know. You know why he's here? Because he's a guidance counselor for the emo warrior, and he promises to relieve the Juggalos of their issues. Jimmy Jacobs then cut. So they do this thing. It's very, I want to say 80s style, 90s style, like early 90s style, where while they're coming to the ring, they have a promo showing, like a backstage promo.
Yeah, it's very 80s WWF, in my opinion. And they do this for certain guys throughout the night. During their entrance, they just on the bottom right corner, they show like a little promo from the guy, hyping up the picture in picture, yes. And he's like hyping up the match, hyping up what he's going to do in the ring. And some of these throughout the night are fucking hilarious. I can't lie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's some really good ones, but there's also some total just awful, like just terrible promos. They're like, okay, you got 30 seconds, go. And the guy speaks for 7 and then goes, oh shit, I don't know what else to say. And it just gets really awkward as he's trying to just kill time. Some 100%. of them are bad. Jimmy's wasn't bad, but Jimmy's right here was pretty good.
Oh, I thought it was very edge, late 90s. It was just very bland and boring, but it wasn't terrible. Like it was, yeah, it was whatever. Basically, it was about him not being afraid to cry. Because he's an emo. Like it was very stereotypical, very bland, but it worked.
Big girls don't cry. Shout out Fergie. You already know.
Lucky I didn't write that song. It wouldn't have been Big Girls, BT. Shit. BT's gone already. We are at 15 minutes in and BT's gone already.
Oh my God.
You're fucking
Tom's gonna quit. Tom's gonna quit.
I'm just gonna take a nap. Y'all fucking talk and I'll say my ratings when you're ready.
We got this. BT's my 3D to my Guido, brother.
It fucking is, dude.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Shit is then thrown at Jacobs and Scott. Scott D'Amore yells at the camera. It's so weird. Did you hear what he yelled? Anyone?
No, I couldn't make it out.
No.
Dude, it was just, yes, yes, yes. I'm like, what are you yelling at, dude? Relax.
He's a crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah,
he's a Canadian, dude. What do you expect? They're fucking crazy up there.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I've noticed about Scott D'Amore? He does put, like, say what you want about him is boring, blah, 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 whatever. He kind of puts his everything into it, though. Everything is given. He gives it his all.
Oh, yeah.
Which is weird. He's just I don't know. Ultimo Dragon then makes his way out to Cheers. And Guido says, keep in mind, Guido is Shaggy Too Dope, says, allegedly, Ultimo Dragon is a man that will stick his shoes straight up your fucking ass so you floss with his toenails. Great line. Thank you, Guido. That's before any action. Dude, and this is where I was like, I kind of feel bad for Ultimate Warrior. He's getting hit with bottles and he's like the fucking goat. And then I was like, wait a minute, we're in JCW. It's okay.
Ultimate Warrior.
This is a term of endearment or hate.
Oh, sorry.
It depends on how they want to.
My bad.
Want to talk to you.
You said Ultimate Warrior, and if this was Ultimate Warrior, I wouldn't feel bad.
I wouldn't feel bad either. Ultimate Dragon. Guido says we have to remember this is midnight, and all the juggalos would be drunk and high as fuck. 3D then says that he loves Ultimo Dragon's outfits as they're sequency, bright, and sparkly. Guido says, I think you like the other man's nipple piercings. It's just off the cuff delivery. He just hits every time.
Oh, yeah.
They both do, dude, because like 3D was hitting some lines on Guido that you could just tell Guido didn't know how to respond, so it just kind of got quiet for like maybe 10 seconds, and then they jump back into it. Like the back and forth between these two guys all night was the reason to watch this show, honestly. It was so
I
good.
agree. And that, like, I'll make the comment later, but just straight out the gate, I already enjoyed this stuff just because of the commentary. But yeah. Dragon then performs a pretty good arm drag into the corner. Guido tells us that Ultimate Dragon may not have his 9 titles right now, but he has the title to his fucking heart. Scotty
That's the only
D'Amore
one that
trips
matters,
up.
baby.
100%, dude. Fuck 9 titles. I just want Guido to love me. D'Amore then trips up Ultimo Dragon. Jimmy Jacobs starts hitting Ultimo and bites his head. Or as the announcers say, kiss him on the fucking head. This is, by the way, this is word for word. I'm not just adding in cursing. This is how it is.
We'll get into it later, but yeah, they cursed like motherfucker later, man. It's awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
the whole show, but in particular, a little bit later on.
They make
One
me
of
look
those,
like a
yeah.
saint. Honestly, they make me look like an angel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd want to be a saint on this show.
Oh, probably not, brother.
Jacob slows it down and gets him in a headlock. This match is pretty rough. They didn't have any chemistry. And I think honestly, that's hard when 500 people are trying to throw shit at you. It's hard to just focus on the ring. You're trying not to get fucking busted open from a flying can from fucking 20 feet away.
Well, that's the thing. If any match really pissed me off with the fans like throwing shit in the ring, it was this one. Because it's fucking Ultimo Dragon. He's one of the best of his generation. And then you got these fucks, these absolute fucking shit cunts, throwing shit into the ring. Like, I'm sorry. And it's first match on. Like, can you just like hold it back and wait till at least a second match to start throwing shit? It's Ultimo fucking Dragon. Just respect your elders, cunt.
I know where you're coming from, but it's just the way they do it. That's just it. It's the same as like you go to an ICP concert. There's Fago everywhere. It's just the way it is. I completely understand your point of view.
Look, I'm not telling them not to
just the
do
way
it at
they do
all, but I'm just saying, fucking hold it off. Don't do it to Ultimo Dragon, brother.
And as they said, though, it's midnight, dude. They've been drinking, smoking, doing whatever else all day.
Yeah, but like to BT's point, if you want to throw all that shit, that's fine, cool, we get it, whatever. That's what y'all do. Don't do it during the actual match, though. Like, do it either before the match, throw everything at the heels, and then after the match, say, hell yeah, you won, and then whip a fucking bottle at him. That's cool, too. Mm-hmm. But don't do it in the middle of the match. It just throws it off so hard.
And that's what I said before. Like, obviously, there's no chemistry in the matches. You can't even get a move sequence going because you're too busy keeping an eye out for a flying can. And that's where it's awkward. Like, and I do agree with you guys. Or if the heel's in the ring, like taunting, throw shit. If the heel's on the outside being a dick, throw shit. I don't think it. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it needs to be all the time. Which is pretty similar to what you guys are saying. Jimmy Jacobs then climbs to the top rope, but is drop kicked out of midair, which actually looked nice. It did look nice. Dragon had been injured at this point, I believe, so he was sort of just slowly coming back, doing like these indie appearances, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Ultimo then heads to the top and hits a flying body press, but only for a 2 count. D'Amore gets involved, and Guido says, "That fuck Scotty D'Amore, get the fuck out of there, you fuckhead." Wow. Ultimo Dragon then picks up the victory with it. I'm going to butcher this. A standing
Shanai? It was a standing Salida del Sol is what I called it.
Okay, we're going to call it that. Okay, yeah, cool.
That's what I always called. That's what I've always called it. I don't know how to say the other word. So Salida del Sol. Fuck it.
Okay, cool, awesome. Kalisto's finisher. But yeah, so the winner, 1, 2, 3, Ultimo Dragon. Ultimo Dragon pretty much thanks the Juggalos and walks out. There wasn't really anything crazy to it post-match. What do we think of this one, guys?
The match sucked. It did. It was fucking boring from the beginning. Right away, like you could just tell these two were not on the same page at all. Like not even reading the same book, it seemed. And it never really got going. They kind of just fuck it. We'll just end the match now because we know this sucks. But Ultimo Dragon, I'm always gonna like be happy to see him. This dude fucking rules. He's one of my absolute favorites of all time. But even then, fucking brutal match, man. So I gave it a 3. Only got that high because I got to see the Dragon Sleeper, and that's it. If he didn't do the Dragon Sleeper, it would have been a 1.
Oh wow. Well, boys, I actually kind of didn't mind this match. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wow.
Even though you had the fans throwing shit into the ring, and to Tom's point, they probably, or whoever said they didn't really have chemistry, you could say. I gave it a 5.2. Like, seeing Ultimate Dragon, like he looked somewhat decent for like him not being in the ring for a while, and it was all right. It was okay. Jimmy Jacobs, young indie guy. He did some okay stuff in the match as well. I like Scott D'Amore's involvement. The commentary in this match was great. We're gonna save that the whole night. And yeah, look, I didn't mind it per se. It wasn't the best thing in the world. I wouldn't say it was a drizzling shit, but it was alright. 5.2. Happy to see Ultimate Dragon.
Okay. Dude, that's a lot higher than what I thought you would give that, to be honest. I gave it a 3 out of 10 as well. I thought they just didn't connect, man. There was something missing there. They were just completely out of it. I don't know if it could have been injury from Ultimate Dragon's point of view. It was weird. They just didn't connect. I give it a 3 out of 10.
Fair enough.
As for cage match, there wasn't many ratings on the cage match. I'm not going to lie to you. So it got a 5 out of 10. But there's only for most of these matches, there's only like 2 ratings.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, it was a 5 out of 10 on cage match.
Fair enough.
Up next, they
Boys.
call it the nightmare match because people were saying it was a dream match, but they reckon it's a nightmare match.
Oh, fucking! It lived up to its fucking title, cunt.
Wow.
Damn right, man. I had nightmares about this match afterwards. The brutality, the length that these 3 men went just fucking scared the shit out of me.
Tom, can you run through the promo?
Yes. Run through the
Pogo?
The Pogo the Clown promo, brother.
Fuck, dude. I wish I wrote it down. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I
right.
did count how many times he said the word fuck, though. 20 fucks in that 30-second promo.
Oh, that's close.
Oh wait, let me say it properly. There were 20 motherfucking fucks in that motherfucking 30 seconds.
Yeah, but then you add Guido and 3D on top of that though. Afterwards.
Yeah, I wrote down Pogo said fuck 20 times. Guido immediately beats that because he just comes out just dropping F-bombs like it's the kid's first word.
But it's his delivery, man. Like Shaggy's so good at that. His delivery is amazing with everything he does. But yeah, Pogo the Clown's here and he's ready for a fucking 3-way match tonight. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Abdullah the motherfucking butcher.
Yeah, you ready? Abdullah the motherfucking butcher. Let me tell you something, old man. I'm gonna kick your motherfucking dentures down your fucking throat, boy. Pogo the Clown is a fucking animal. Motherfucker, you fucking motherfucker, fuck motherfucker. Guido then shoots on Pogo the Clown and keeps saying motherfucking fucking motherfucker. And look, I know that this is shit, but I love it. Like, just Guido just taking the piss out of him and just dropping the F-bombs. Like, it's just fun. Abby comes out next to the applause of the fans with his manager. There's some creepy motherfuckers, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Dude, does anybody know who that manager is? Because I think I've seen him somewhere, but I'm not sure if it's who I think it is.
I have no idea.
Did not recognize him.
So I thought it was the singer Meatloaf at first. Because it looked just fucking like him.
Oh,
fuck y'all. It looked just like him.
It did.
And then I was like, why would Meatloaf be at the gathering? Meatloaf would totally be at the fucking gathering, like just for this kind of shit. He would have done something like this for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Meatloaf ever go to the gathering of the Juggalos?
I think he would have been there though. I think so.
The manager had a bigger gut than Abdullah the Butcher, brother.
Well,
they were up there. They were both some big boys.
Guido says, check out the belly on the pastry chef.
Fucking great line. And
then Pogo attacks Abby before the match even starts. Jake Roberts isn't even out yet, and Pogo's stabbing him with a fucking fork.
Abdullah's not even in the ring yet, dude. He's still trying to get between the ropes.
In the ring.
And Pogo's like, fuck you, motherfucker, fucking starts stabbing him with a fork in the forehead. And I'm losing my shit. I'm like, here we fucking go. Like, yes.
Yeah. And then Jake the Snake's announced, comes out to the ring. Guido says the only snake he came out with is the one in his pants tonight. Jake's fucked. He
And
struggles.
he was
to get in
wearing
ring.
his finest wrestling attire tonight as well. I don't know if you heard that
fucking
line as well.
sweatpants and a fucking baggy t-shirt. And can we just point out how fucking shit Jake the Snake Roberts looks? All right, look, I'm proud of Jake Roberts for his like. Don't break me here. I'm proud of what Jake the Snake Roberts has done to recover, and we all know he had his demons back in the day. But you know what?
Yeah.
He was on this show. He probably got paid decently, I'd say. So
Yeah.
we're going to critique the fuck out of him. And holy fuck, he looked like well, I know Matt likes to say certain people look like a smacked ass. If there's an even more deeper fucking meaning to that, he was worse than a smacked ass. He looked like if Rikishi, Viscera, and fucking goddamn Yokozuna all fucking bonsai dropped on his face, brother. It's just fucked. And
He got stung by a bee. My dog stepped on a bee.
it fucking brother.
Yeah. It was great. He struggles into the ring and hits Pogo with a short arm clothesline. Goes for the DDT, but Pogo pushes him into the corner and goes for the pin, but the referee's knocked out from a water bottle.
What? No, I was about to say, I didn't see how the ref got fucking knocked out. It was from a water bottle.
It was from a water bottle. Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea either.
Okay.
Yeah, Pogo hits another elbow drop, but only a 2. Wait, what the fuck? It was a 3.
Wait,
did you
so
notice that all fucking night?
Yeah, the counting, the referees were dog shit all night. But let me just rewind it a little bit because, he went for the pin. The referees out of there. They were 69ing for about fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah.
69 me done.
It's exactly what's going on, dude. And like, they're making fun of him on commentary. It's like, oh, poor Jake the Snake has his face right up in the ball sack of Pogo the Clown. And then 3D's like, oh no, I don't think he is. Then they cut the camera and it's like, oh shit, that's exactly what's going on. That's fucking gross. It was, oh my god, it was so bad.
Oh yeah, bro.
This whole match was such a clusterfuck of just awfulness.
Yep.
It was so bad.
Yeah,
it was.
But post-match, Jake Roberts DDTs the ref terribly, and then picks up the ref again and hits another DDT. It was just
a different referee, because like the first one was some dude, he gets knocked out. Then a female referee comes in, and that's who gets knocked out.
It was the female ref from the first match. She comes out, and then Jake Roberts hits the fucking DDT on the female ref, and then the Juggalos are trying one more time, and then Jake's like, oh, one more time, I'll fucking happily do it one more time. Hits the fucking DDT again, and then proceeds to basically dry hump her fucking face. Basically on top of her, all sack on her fucking dome. And at that point,
they pointed out. Guido points it out.
Yeah, the commentators pointed out how he basically DDT'd her, made her head flat so he could dry fuck her face. And I'm like, oh god, this is embarrassing. Jake Roberts, I hope you know that this is forever now, brother. Like, you're in WWF, you had a great run, brother, and you dry humped the ref and got absolutely wasted one night on JCW, brother. That's part of your legacy. You're a fucking piece of shit for doing this, Jake Roberts. I'm sorry, brother. This is fucked.
It was the crack talking, man. You can't give him too much shit. That was the crack talking.
He did it. He fucking did it, brother. And I can.
He did it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying there was a reason he did it, and that reason was crack.
Wow. Dude, this is like when your parents fight. I'm just gonna sit here and laugh.
I'm fucking. Look,
DT's livid.
I am, brother.
Well, yeah.
I am, because Jake Roberts is a legend. He is an all-time great, and for him to do this,
Jake the Snake Lambert, baby.
Jake the Snake fucking Lambert, brother. This is disgraceful. It really is.
Pogo the Clown. I gave this a 1 out of 10. This match fucking blew.
Yeah, I gave this match a 1 as well. Like, they said it best on commentary. We got the shaft. We got shafted. Mm-hmm. This should have been a great match. It could have been a very good just death match. Watching Pogo and Abdullah just cut each other up, let Jake Roberts hit a DDT. Everybody goes home happy. But we got none of that. It was rough, man. This match sucked.
BT, how did you feel about this one? Instant classic?
I'm I'm not peeking the mic. I'm not being real angry here. I'm trying to control myself here. But once again,
Zen,
we are
brother.
breaking the fucking scale, ladies and gentlemen. Because I give this a minus 4.35. Yes, it is the lowest rated match in GRONKCAST history thus far. Obviously, I gave the -4 to that women's match from the WCW episode. But no, this is a minus 4.35 because this is fucking god awful. This is god awful. These are 3 men, right? You look at this match on paper, right? I'm doing this from my POV, who someone who does not watch JCW, someone who like doesn't notice stuff, right? So you get J.D. Roberts, all-time great, all-time legend, right? Even though it's 07 and he's completely fucked, maybe I should have known what I was getting myself into. But you know what? We want that to decide. And we got Abdullah the Butcher, another all-time great. You know, wrestling for decades. You know, he's Abdullah the Butcher, man. He's one of the scariest men in wrestling. Holy fuck, this could be cool. And then we get this Pogo the Clown guy. You know, okay, he looks like a scary guy. You know, somewhat. He's aggressive. This could be fucking cool. And then 60
Then the
plus
bell
seconds.
rings.
The bell rings, and 60 plus seconds later, we get that fucking abortion of a matchup. And it's quite frankly fucking one of the worst things I've ever seen. And it just makes it that much worse because it has a Hall of Famer, well, actually 2 Hall of Famers in Abdullah the Butcher and Jake Roberts being a part of this absolute shit show. And look, I hope your paychecks were fucking good, boys, because, you know, and Jake Roberts probably got some more bourbon, some more crack with his fucking paycheck that night. The fucking piece of fucking shit. Oh my fucking
Dude, this is as bad as Jesse Ventura slander from me. This is as bad. This is on par.
Well, no, I'm sorry, because I had to fucking witness this. I had to witness this. You know, what they could have done for the match, right? They could have just laid out Jake Roberts, right? And they could have had Pogo and Abdullah go a solid maybe 5 to 7 minutes, I'd say. You know, just
Abby couldn't get in the ring, brother.
they could have booked it different, brother. They could have booked it different,
Could
but
done
no.
on the outside or something. Yeah.
They could have done something on the outside. They could have done some good shit there, man. But no, Jake Roberts had to fucking, you know, pull out his fucking snake, brother. You have to pull out that snake card, brother. Fucking, oh, Big Dick Roberts over here. I'm going to fucking get in there like swimwear. Fucking hit the worst fucking clothesline of all time. Fucking, oh, can't even DDT.
Hey, fuck you. That clothesline looked pretty good.
Nah,
in this match. The short clothesline looked pretty good.
Nah, that was
the
more of a
worst
forearm. That was more of a fucking forearm than a clothesline. And then,
I'm gonna disagree with you on that one, brother.
Take a fucking elbow, you know. And Jake already knows, bro. I don't want to take this pinfall, brother. But no, the ref has to do the pinfall because we want to get this fucking shit out. This shit's fucking terrible. Abort this fucking mission. And then Jake Roberts after the match, fucking hitting the DDT on the ref, the woman ref twice, and then dry humping their fucking face. Jake, brother, I'm glad you're sober. I'm glad you're clean. But this shit fucking sucks. Minus 4.35. I hope I never watch anything like this again, or otherwise, shit's going down. I'm gonna lose brain cells, and this is fucked, cunt.
Wow.
There you have it.
That's all I got.
JT hates Jake the Snake Roberts.
I don't fucking hate him, but
Dude, you just said if you watch another one of his matches, you're gonna lose fucking brain cells.
Well,
Dude,
brother,
you
I don't
cannot
hate
say
Jake
you
Roberts.
don't hate him after that.
I don't hate him as a person.
Ben's
What he did on this fucking night affected his legacy, brother. I'll happily go back and watch a Jake Roberts match from the late 80s, early 90s, brother. I'm fine with that. He was fucking great. But this shit right here is a no from me, brother. It just isn't it.
All right.
There you go.
I got a question for you boys just before we get into the next match.
Yep.
Team 3D or Team Guido?
Oh, 3D.
Ooh.
Oh,
Love being in the Impact Zone. They were great.
Oh, look,
You
Team 3D.
fucking... I knew someone was going to make that joke.
Yeah, Team 3D were iconic, man. Like I do love them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who the fuck did Guido ever
Thanks
beat?
so much. Anyway,
yeah.
fuck you guys. The next match
Yeah.
is going to be Too Tough Tony
Anyway.
taking on Bull Pain.
before that, though, did you? They mentioned that Kevin Gill came out to help out the referee, the female ref, to get back to the back.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Shouts out to KG, man. That dude's fucking awesome. Even though he kind of ignored me at WrestleCon when I got a chance to meet him because he was doing other shit. Yeah, I asked him for pictures, like, yeah, right now. And then I never saw him again. So I was like, oh, fuck this dude. But he's a super nice guy. Like, to everybody else, he was like a super good dude. But yeah, he just completely said, yeah, I'll be right back. And before you say, oh, it's because all the wrestlers are busy, fuck that. Colt Cabana made sure he came back and took a picture with me and was very super friendly and apologetic. So no excuse.
Bull Payne comes out to the ring first and says that him and Brother Payne will fucking bring the pain, basically. It's very just, that's how it is.
Hell yeah. Bull Payne, also a Milwaukee boy, so let's go. One of my dudes.
Let's go. There was a few of them there tonight, dude. Too Tough Tony then says it's him and the Juggalos versus Bull Payne. That's a very summarized version of what they said. They didn't say really anything that important.
Yeah, they announced that Too Tough Tony weighing in at, I think it was like 2 quarts Bacardi or some shit like that.
Like, no, I did write it down. 42 liters.
42 liters of Bacardi. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fucking awesome.
Fucking made me laugh so hard. Like, that's the dumbest shit.
Then he was cutting his promo, drinking his Bacardi, brother.
Yeah, while he's walking around taking giving everybody shots of Bacardi at ringside, took a bong hit. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing, man? This dude's awesome.
that fucking entrance was 5 times as long as the last match, brother. And you know what? It's way better than the Undertaker entrance.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Too Tough Tony, like I wrote down, is just his entrance was that of like the Sandman. Of the ECW Sandman is JCW's Too Tough Tony.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fucking cool. The fans were loving every second of it. Underage kids are getting their first taste of alcohol. It was fantastic all around.
Yeah, you know what's like JCW, the Juggalos don't care for fucking the, you know, like, and we'll see it later, but they like the actual Juggalo guys, like Too Tough Tony and stuff like that. They don't actually care for the other people. They do a little bit, but they're going for their guys. You know what I mean? 3D and Guido put over that Bull Payne. They basically just put him over and say that he's a scary fuck. KG's the official for this match as well. Bull Payne kicks off hot against Tony and hits him with a suplex on the outside, which was the first time we've seen like an outside move. And I realized, I'm like, dude, they're on a stage. That's gonna fucking hurt. They didn't have any matting down, nothing.
No, dude, that when they hit, you can hear it too when they hit. It's like boom.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn, that sucked.
3D then calls these two. I can't remember exactly what he said. And they say it throughout the whole night. They're basically saying like they're potatoes. They're hitting potatoes.
Yeah, they're throwing potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. Guido says if they had the same attires, they could be brothers. Just like, it's just the dumb shit. He just delivers dumb shit, but it's so funny. Tony,
and he wasn't wrong on that one. These two are exactly the same. They are identical twins fighting each other. They look more like brothers than fucking Damaja and Doug Basham do.
They definitely picked the same settings on their court, let's be honest. Tony then looks for default. Tony then looks for a superplex on Bull Payne, but no, he hits I thought he was going for a superplex, sorry. But no, he hits the Tony Corona.
Yeah, it's a Frankensteiner, dude. I'm fucking so excited. I was like, yes, the Tony Corona. You can call it that. That's fine.
That's a sick name. Tony has the thumbtack bat and takes a swing, but instead he gets a kick to the pussy, says 3D.
I guess he forgot his pussy guard tonight, as one of them said. Yes. I was like, that's the dumbest fucking thing ever, man.
Bull Payne then cloaks Tony twice with the bat. Then he just sits on Too Tough's face, man. He just straight up sits on his face. Too Tough then has thumbtacks stuck in his head. And then Brother Payne is introduced, which is just a baseball bat, an aluminium or aluminum, as you guys would say, baseball bat. Guido says a great line here, and I actually really like this line. Too Tough Tony looks like he has a metal mohawk. Now, I know that comes off probably a little bit lame and cringe. I liked it because it literally did.
Yeah. It was any other time I'd be like, oh, that's fucking stupid. But no, it literally did look like he had a metal mohawk with how many thumbtacks were stuck into his head, which fucking props to Tony, because you know that shit sucked. And he took that early on in this match and it still went for like another 5-10 minutes with just 50 to 100 thumbtacks in his fucking head.
Jeez.
And they weren't like in a little bit or whatever. No, they were in.
Yeah. Those fuckers were deep in there.
It was nasty as hell.
Mhm.
Too Tough starts to fire back, but is hit with Brother Pain again. Keep in mind, Brother Pain is the bat, or baseball bat. And then he like emulates the bat as a dick. And Guido says, "What the fuck is that shit? Get the bat away from your dick, you fucking weirdo."
Was that before or after Brother Pain hit, or I'm sorry, Bull Pain hit him in the dick piece, as they called it?
No, that was straight after. Just
okay,
perfect.
Because I love the fact that they called it the dick piece. That shit made me laugh way harder than it should have.
Bull Pain then sends Tony to the outside, and Tony starts to fight back and sends Bull Pain into the JCW table. And they full shit on everyone. They're like, "That's not plastic. It's not rubber. It's fucking steel."
Yeah.
Tony then domes Pain with a chair shot, and another one as 3D yells, "One for your mother." Tony then like sits the chair down over his throat, so actually in the seating position, I guess you would say it, and then grabs another chair and hits the top of that chair. 3D says that he thinks that's how he got his Darth Vader voice, but Guido says, "Nah, I think it was all the dicks from prison."
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that line.
Those
fucking
man,
line.
The chemistry back and forth, just like you can tell. I reckon this shit was taken in one take. They all just sat down and just commentated over the show.
100%.
Because they're laughing and like you could hear them laughing and not being able to get their words out. It's like a fucking episode of the GRONKCAST.
It really is. How they're just stumbling over each other, not knowing what the fuck to say next.
Legit. Too Tough then drives Bull Pain into the steel steps, but I don't know how he actually fell or what happened because he landed weird as fuck. Did you guys see that? It was so weird.
Yeah, it was fucking. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I was like, okay.
I don't know.
Because he wasn't far from it. It was almost like he Irish whipped him and he just went face first. Like, it was so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Bull Pain is then thrown towards a crowd and he gets hit with a piece of wood from a juggalo. Bull Pain then hits a DDT. Both men are down. Tony ducks a running clothesline and turns it into a clothesline of his own. Then Tony brings in like a barbed wire table, but it's like so shitty. But Bull Pain has Brother Pain and drives it into his back. Tony's being choked by Bull Pain, and he hits like a stunner. Like, I guess that's the best way to put it. Tony is going upstairs with Bull Pain on the table that's already half broken, by the way. And
from his big fucking fat ass laying on it, I think is what Guido said, or something like that.
Yeah. Tony then hits a corkscrew through the barbed wire table, and that shit was nuts. Fucking nuts. I loved it.
Yeah, that was fucking weird as shit. I was like, what the hell? Like, it wasn't like the most flashiest fucking move ever, but it was cool as hell. Like, it looked so badass for whatever reason in that environment.
Dude, I love it. Like, especially in like a death match or a hardcore match or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't flashy, but this match wasn't flashy. Like, if he had gotten up there and done a 450, I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, you two just brawled around and you're telling me you can do 450s? You know, and I'm not saying I could do that, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it fits so perfectly. Tony then throws him in the ring and we get a 1, 2, and a kick out. Bull Pain is still alive. Tony then bosses it up and blocks a can. Like, dude, it was coming for his head. And I don't even know how he sees it. He just fucking throws his hand up and blocks it. Like, he wasn't even looking in that direction. He then goes to the corner, gets the Bacardi, puts it all over his hand, sets his hand on fucking fire, and punches Bull Pain in the head. And we get a 1, 2, 3. Bull Pain kicks out just a millisecond too late.
That fist on fire punch thing, I guess they call it the meteorite, is the most insane finisher I've ever seen in a wrestling move. Like, he literally lit his hand on fire. You see the flames coming off of it. It wasn't like metaphorical or anything like that. Literally lit his hand on fire, punched the dude in the head with it, and then like pushes it out or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy looking.
It wasn't like, oh, he was wearing wrist tape. Like, he wasn't wearing hand tape and that caught on fire. No, it was his hand.
I gave this a 4.87. I thought it was okay. It was okay. You know, it was a hardcore match, man. It was hardcore to the definition of hardcore. fucking Too Tough Tony taking that bat with the thumbtacks early on in the match. That was fucking brutal. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're going all out for this one, brother. I'll give you respect on that. And I thought, yeah, Too Tough Tony looked like a badass in this match, just doing all the shit, man. Taking the thumbtacks, he did the dive spot through the table. I like the spot with the fan with the wood. There, it was cool, and the finish too, like the finish with the meteorite, the flaming hand, like that was unique. It was okay, 4.87. It is what it was. I give respect to both these men for doing what they did in this match.
Yeah, sweet. I actually really enjoyed this match. I don't know. I think it was just. It also was they weren't the best wrestlers in the world, but they just beat the shit out of each other. I actually gave this one a 6 out of 10. I really enjoyed this. As you said, the finish was unique. It was different. Loved the corkscrew. Loved the bat shot. The commentary was really good in this. In a fun way. Obviously, it wasn't good like Jim Ross way. It was good in like a fun way. It was just brutal. It was just brutal, and I really liked it.
The story going into this match, from what we know, because I don't watch a whole lot of JCW, was these two dudes don't like each other, right?
Yep.
And that these two dudes wanted to beat the shit out of each other, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's exactly what we got. There was no moves, no rest holds, no nothing like that. There were two dudes, two big dudes that don't like each other, that want to beat the shit out of each other, and that's exactly what they did. I can't ask for anything more about this type of match. Like I had such a fun time watching it. I've gone back and watched it probably like 2 or 3 times since then. This shit is so much fun to watch because it tells a great story without knowing anything about these guys. You know that they fucking hate each other. Like I gave it an 8 out of 10. This shit was so much fun to watch. Like it's ridiculous.
Wow. As we move on, we get a tag team match. We have Just Incredible and Too Cold Scorpio taking on the Great Muta and Nazawa. Out first comes Too Cold Scorpio and Just Incredible. Incredible and Scorp basically cut a promo basically saying, we've been to the land of the rising sun, but we've seen it come down too. They're in the land of America, Juggalo land. And I thought it was a face promo to start with, and then I don't really know what the fuck happened from there. Like, that sounds like a fucking face promo.
Like, they started talking and then just started laughing. Like, they had no idea what the fuck they were doing. And it's like, you two should know how to talk, especially Scorpio. He is great on the mic. He always has been super charismatic. But instead, these two are just looking at each other, laughing like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, they're having a good time. They've been drinking. They're doing their thing.
Yep.
I was laughing. I thought it was stupid. I was like, these guys don't give a shit.
Guido then calls Too Cold Scorpio Flash Funk, which pops 3D. They both just started laughing about it for a solid minute.
Mm-hmm.
Guido calls Credible an aerial maniac, but 3D says Just Incredible is just a fucking asshole. And he says it like 5 times.
Yeah, he does not like Just Incredible even a little bit.
Throughout the match, when he buries Just Incredible, bro, it's fucking great. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Just Incredible. I always have. But he kind of, everything Guido was saying, it's like, I can't argue this. Like, he's kind of right on this one.
All right, so Just Incredible then shits on the Juggalos, and Guido says, I wouldn't have said that with your big, fat, bald head. And then Guido then says, I think he thinks is Steve Austin. Like, he says Kurt Angle to start with, because he keeps saying, but then he's like, or Steve Austin.
Nah, he's saying what? What?
Yeah, he was saying what?
Yeah. And then he goes, sweet stomach. It looks like mine. It was just so dumb. And then Just Incredible calls the Juggalos pieces of shit and motherfuckers. And Guido says, enjoy the water bottles to your face and neck and back and neck and face, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, he like went down and then forgot what was the rest of the body, so he just went back up again.
Dude, he's like, oh, fuck. So much fun. So much fun. Out next comes obviously Muta and Nasawa, and Muta says that it's really weird. For some reason, did he say he was hungry?
Yeah, he just kept saying hungry. hungry. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I have no idea what this promo was at all. Nosawa screaming in Japanese, Muta screaming hungry over and over again. I was like, cool. All right, guys, let's get to it then.
I was waiting for Muta to pull out the horse noises, brother. You already know.
Wait, BT, hit me with one. Come on, BT.
Oh,
for old time's sake.
I don't know if I can.
You got to try.
If you want to know what we're talking about, because you probably have no fucking clue what's going on, go back and listen to episode 3 of the GRONKCAST, and you hear absolutely beautifully perfect BT Savage doing a horse noise.
That was just mid right there, boys. So check out the WCW episode if you want to see better horse noise quality on that one.
They come out to Great Malenko, which is a great song. Fucking love that song. Guido then puts over Nosawa and Muta big style. Great Muta's in good shape, man. Really good shape.
Real quick, Matt, what did you think about Nosawa's jersey that he was wearing on the way to the ring?
Dude, I was so jealous. I mean, that's not my favorite album or whatever you want to say, but
but that jersey's sick as fuck.
Fucking fire. Absolute fire.
Hell yeah, dude. Nosawa looked like $1 million, man. He looked so fucking dope as hell with the long ass shorts, the fucking Jake Jekyll jersey. Just fucking tremendous.
But not only that, he was the most over guy in the ring.
Yeah, because he was wearing fucking JCW shit.
He was like an ICP guy. Like legit. Yeah. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to fucking get the crowd hype and fucking he had the crowd in his palm of his hand.
Yeah, he was yelling out like whoop whoop, like whoop whoop. Yeah, he was going crazy. He kicked it off with Just Incredible, by the way, and Incredible starts in control and kind of takes out but Nosawa takes out the knee and hits him with like a buzzsaw kick, which is kind of brutal. Something you'll notice in JCW is there's a lot of quick tags. It's just tag after tag after tag. And I think it's because everyone's old as fuck. But then Two Cold Scorpios tagged in, and then Muta's tagged in, and then this was the coolest moment of this whole match. Muta's trying to catch this fly that's annoying him, right? Can't get it, so he keeps clapping and trying to get it, right? Fuck that. Missed the fly. Green mist. Dude, that was the coolest shit ever.
I fucking lost my shit when that happened, because I love Muta. Again, one of my top guys. And he sits there and misses to get the fly, and then walks over, picks it up, and then throws it out of the ring. It was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. I loved it so much.
The commentators were marking out as well. I was like, oh man, that was the coolest shit I've ever seen. Oh
yeah, well, they admitted right away during the entrance. They're like, yo, we're probably going to dick ride Great Muta this entire match, and we don't care. Yeah. That's our fucking guy.
Guido then says that Two Cold Scorpio's head looks like an egg. Nosawa and Muta then double team him, and Nosawa comes in striking Two Cold pretty hot, but Scorpio turns it around and quickly roundhouses him in a corner. That was Scorp's favorite move, was the roundhouse this match. Anytime he could, he wanted to roundhouse a motherfucker.
Yeah, but the shit looked good though. That's why.
Yeah, I know. But it was like any move. Nah. Just Incredible's then tagged in, and he kind of just takes Nosawa down for a 2 count. 3D and Guido are joking around that he doesn't have his kendo stick tonight, but he has a gut instead. He must have eaten the kendo stick. Two Cold Scorpios. Yeah, go on.
Real quick, I think this is about the time where they're wrestling in the ring, and you can look in the background, and Great Muta's laying on the top rope, just asleep, or some shit. He's in the middle of the rope, just laying there. And I was like, "What is this fucking weirdo doing?" God, I love him. This is my dude.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, nobody did. They didn't mention on commentary, nothing. He was just laying on the top rope. I think they were making fun of Credible when it happened.
And do you know what I love about JCW? And this is why I say it's not a serious promotion. And we know it's not, obviously. They will call out if shit doesn't land. They're like, wow, that didn't even hit him. You know what I mean? They'll call it out. And they even said, I think he just turned face, in one of the matches. They will just call out the bullshit. But yeah, Two Cold Scorpios tag back in, and Guido calls him a fucked up dancer. 3D then claims that Nassau is the hardest worker in JCW and he's always out to prove himself to his mentor Muda and the Juggalo homies. Muda now has a submission in on Credible, and then Scorpio diving leg drops Muda, and Guido says, "Oh God, you fuck! Get your egghead with your pointy ears in your corner, you fuck."
Brother.
Yep, that's the
Muda-
commentary, man. We're not even fucking halfway through it yet. We got way worse coming up.
Yeah, dude. We're an hour into this pod, and I think everything we've mentioned has been commentary, basically. Muda then dodges a roundhouse kick from Scorpio, but then hits a drop kick of his own. But when I say he dodges it, he just walks the other way.
Samoa Joe dodged it. That's all it was. It wasn't necessarily an actual dodge. Just, no, I'm not taking that. Next.
He didn't ziggy zag. You know what I mean?
No.
Nassau then went for a Shining Wizard, but he's blocked, and it looked bad. It did look really bad. Scorpio then hits a roundhouse. Credible and Scorpio then take out Muda, and Credible hits a tombstone on Nassau. And then Scorpio hits a pretty nice moonsault, I'm not gonna lie, for the 1-2-3. Shaggy or Guido then says he bet and lost his house, his wife, and his dogs on that one. Then Muda hits the mist on Nassau and a Shining Wizard as well.
Real quick, going back, how sick was that fucking super kick to the just incredible tombstone into the moonsault? Like that little combo
was sick.
Was fucking dope, man. It was just like, like it was awesome. Absolutely.
It was the most fast-paced shit we saw. Like it was awesome.
It was so good, man. I loved that finish so much.
It was a lot of fun. I personally, I didn't. This match was weird for me. It was all right. I really liked the finish. It wasn't too bad. I kind of wish I saw more of Muda though. I don't know if you guys feel the same. I feel like he wasn't in there enough. Maybe because like he was like, I'm not gonna fucking die.
Probably.
Yeah, but he wasn't in too much. So I gave it a 4.75 out of 10. I didn't hate it. I didn't mind it. It was okay.
I gave it a 5. Solid match between these guys. Everybody in the match I kind of liked. I don't know a whole lot about Nassau, but the other 3 dudes I've watched pretty much their entire careers. Like I love these 3 dudes. So I was like, immediately I was like, I'm gonna like this match just because I like these guys. It's whatever. Of course, I wanted to see more Muda, just like you, Matt. But I will say that about any Muda match. It could be just him and Liger going at it. It's like I want more Muda. Just keep it coming.
Yep.
So it's like
whatever. He could have 30 minutes of offense.
Yeah, exactly, man. I can't sit there and take off points for that shit. But no, solid match. It did what it needed to do. Made Nassau look awesome. Turned Muda against him. So I'm cool with that. Give it a 5.
Yeah. And I'm sure that probably set up for a match down the line between them two. So that would have been kind of nuts as well.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5.5. I was digging this at times.
Yeah.
Just incredible, and Tuco Scorpio doing some good shit in this match. I love the finish. Nassau, like as I said at the start, he was an ICP guy. He was a JCW guy. Like he had the jersey, he had the face paint, he had the shorts. He was hyping up the crowd. Like he was doing good shit in there, and definitely got the fans invested and got me sort of invested as well. Great Muda just doing the stuff with the fly. Like, bro, that was right, brother. That's you don't need to do anything else, brother. You've done your quota for the match, brother. And the finish was cool. Even the promo before the match was just incredible, just shitting on the fucking fans. I thought was hilarious as well. And the commentary burying fucking Just Incredible. Oh, Just Incredible was he's like that guy. He's been on the couch for a couple months, fucking watching his fucking favorite Monday Night Football game while fucking putting his kendo stick in a hot dog bun with hot sauce and fucking eating it. It's like, fucking hell, brother. Just very, very immoral, brother. So yeah, I didn't mind this match at all. 5.5. I digged it, brother.
Up next, we're going to find out who Southern Tracy Smothers is going to take on. So he comes out fresh from the Las Vegas jail, guys. He's out now and he's ready to fuck someone up. I was going to say, apparently he's voted the most hated wrestler of JCW.
All time. How could he not be, dude? He comes out fucking rocking a Confederate flag jacket, just flipping off the crowd. Like this man, the second he fucking walked out, just booed immediately, and it didn't stop until he walked right back through that curtain after the match was over.
Yep. And honestly, he was pelted with shit, constantly
Oh my God.
bombarded. And we'll get into a little bit more, but wow.
Yeah, it was non-stop, bro. From the start of that segment, throughout the match, the end of the match, the end of the segment, it was non-stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and as ICP would say, guys, fuck your rebel flag.
yes, exactly. A little bit later on, though, he gets to the ring, he grabs the microphone, and he says, without a doubt, my favorite thing that was on this entire show. And I don't know why this is my favorite thing, but I've been calling people this since I watched the show. He calls the fans a bunch of juggalo jackoffs.
Yeah,
I don't know why. That's the fucking funniest shit to me. But it fucking killed me when I was watching this shit.
You're all just a bunch of juggalo jackoffs.
Exactly, dude. Oh my God, it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in wrestling.
I swear to fuck, I hear one ICP. I hear
one more juggalo chant.
One JCW.
The thing is,
oh my God,
he was playing his role perfectly though. He went out, knew he was going to be a big heel. Like it was so it was weird. It was weird. Guido is then making fun of Tracy Smothers, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. He is just everyone's going to town on Smothers. Smothers even throws a chair because he's getting shit thrown at him. He throws a chair back at the Juggalos. Like it was fucking crazy.
Right. Not all right. So throughout the night, obviously we see mainly just bottles being thrown at the wrestlers, right? Not just bottles, chairs and sticks as well. Sticks, brother. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, we're trying to fucking kill people out here in the land of the Juggalos. It's insane.
It's a gathering, baby. But yeah, he grabs a mic and he says, "Hey, fuck you, motherfuckers! You bunch of juggalo jackoffs." And if he says, "And the first time I hear a JCW out of you motherfuckers," and then a stick's thrown at him, so many cans and bottles. I'm like, this is ruthless. Chairs are now being thrown, sticks, bottles, cans, more. He's getting absolutely fucking shit on. And it's to the point where I don't think he's meant to leave, but wants to get out of there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that was the plan because he's pissed when he walks up. He's got one of the oil drums. He tries to struggle to throw it, but he can't. But then he does. Dude, I think that was legit. I don't think he wanted to be there.
Yeah, he walked up the ramp and the fucking oil drum shit. He threw the oil drum. His mic was cut off. His mic was broken. Then the fucking ring announcer had to give him another mic. And it was like, oh, if I hear one RCP, you motherfuckers, oh, you are a bunch of pussies throwing shit. Fuck you. Yeah. And then fucking the music hits for the opponent to come out. And Tracy Smothers was like, oh, fuck, I gotta get back in the ring now, cunt.
Dude, I think it was all deliberate. I don't think he was playing it out. I think he was like, I'm going to fucking make them so mad and then try to leave so they hate me even more. Like, oh, we're going to get fucked out of another match? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because he was in it. He knew exactly what he was doing, dude. Everything. And like the fans are sitting there chanting, fuck you, Tracy. He's like, no, it ain't fuck you. It's fuck you. Like, motherfucker, he's so good at this shit. He was like the greatest heat-seeking heel I've ever seen in this moment. It was fucking tremendous.
Dude, that was some Jericho heel shit.
That was some 1970s Jerry Lawler heel shit, bro. That was way worse than what Jericho could do.
No. I mean, sorry, when I say that, obviously not like throwing things at people, but you know how quickly like Jericho would just turn shit. That's what he was doing.
See, I think it was completely different. He didn't turn anything. He walked out and people were like, "I'm going to kill this motherfucker if he gets near me."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Come on, motherfucker, jump the rail and kill me." Like Dudley Boy's ECW and like 70s wrestling is the only thing that came close to what Tracy Smothers was doing, and it was working beautifully.
Yeah.
That's the old school thing, man. Tracy Smothers is part of that old school vibe, bro. Back in his day, that shit would be happening on the regular. So for Tracy Smothers, it's just another day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he was like purposely like, oh fuck this, I can't do this, and was going to leave. No, it was all on purpose. He meant to rile them up more by trying to leave and then trying to throw a fucking oil drum into the crowd. Crazy fucking bastard. Oh my god,
crazy.
Love this fucking
crazy.
movie.
And then he grabbed another mic and says 2 words. Well, not 2 words, 2 things, I should say. Says ICP is a bunch of pussies and fuck you, I'm out. And then out comes the mystery opponent, Ron the Truth Killings, man. Fuck yeah, that's my dude. That's my fucking dude.
What in the hell is happening right now? We're at the we're at the gathering of the jugglers. We're watching fucking Bloodymania. We got Tracy Smothers getting pelted with literally everything that isn't nailed down to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
And Ron Killings comes out. What?
With the what's up and everything.
I'm so confused. But I also thought it was fucking hilarious that the dude who's came out in a Confederate flag is fighting the blackest wrestler they could possibly find.
Legit. And I think that's why they did it.
I hope so. Even if they did it, either way, it's fucking hilarious to me. It's just like, that's awesome. Who's going to come beat this redneck's ass? Oh, that's right. The black dude who dances and raps and is just everything fucking rednecks hate. Like, I love it.
Yes. Literally, you're right. Guido then says he's a big fan of Ron the Truth Killings, but not his sexy dancing. Truth immediately hits the lie detector, and Smothers no-sells the shit out of it because I don't think he knows what it is. And then he hits Truth into the corner, but then he does like I don't even know what you would call that spot. He kind of just goes over, grabs onto the top ropes, and sort of, as they're coming to like spear in, we'll say he like slides
Just
over,
jump over and then into the back flip.
Into the splits, the signature R-Truth shit. Then then it's the kick.
Keep in mind, R-Truth's music is still playing Ron Killings.
Yes.
His music's still playing the whole fucking time. And I'm like, bro, I'm digging it, bro. I'm digging it.
Oh, yeah, dude, they gave Killings the fucking New Jack treatment and just played the song the entire time. And it was What's Up. So it was his WWE theme the entire time, which made even less sense, but it was even that much better.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Stupid. It was so dumb.
No, it was awesome though. Like exactly, and that's what this is. That's what this whole thing is. So stupid, but so awesome. There was only a 2 count, and then Smothers hits a short arm clothesline, and then Truth just kicked to the stomach, hits a scissors kick, but he fucking flipped. Like he did a lie detector / scissors kick. It was the most insane thing. Fucking
he used to do that in TNA all the time. That was like one of his things in TNA.
A 3 count, Ron Killings is the fucking man. And for that, I'm going to go first, man.
Go ahead.
I gave this match a 3.5 because I just fucking love Ron Killings. And I think that he performed so good. With the small shit he got, it was good.
Dude, I gave it a 6. I thought this match fucking ruled, man. For what it was super quick. Ron Killings came out there, did the hits, walked away. Everything leading up to the match was fantastic. Even the shit after the match was fantastic. Everything about this was fucking fun. It did exactly what it needed to do.
I feel like I rate things like I only rated it because it was short. Otherwise, I probably would give it that. Like I think sometimes I need to look at my rating and go, it doesn't fucking matter if it's short. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so can I change my rating, or is it too late?
Nope, too late.
Well, no. Well, technically, then I'm on the same boat as you, Matt, because I gave it a 3.75 purely because of the length. I mean, I wish this would have gone longer, but in all, it did its job, and
it's perfect.
It was perfect. Just R-Truth going out there looking cool. I keep saying R-Truth. I'm gonna say Ron Killings. Ron Killings going out there and doing his shit. It was real cool. But like the segment as a whole, like if I could just rate the segment as a whole, I'd give it like a fucking 7 or a 7.5.
Yeah, dude.
Like that shit was fucking lit. It was probably the best thing on the show, in my opinion. Like Tracy Smothers just nuclear fucking heat. And like this is the time where I can accept. All right, Juggalo fans, throw as much shit as you want. Go right ahead. This motherfucker deserves it. It's your right to do whatever you want with this fucking piece of shit, Tracy Smothers. And the whole segment was just fucking lit. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. The match, though, from bell to bell, I gave it a 3.75. But it was still really good for what it was.
Sweet. Hell yeah, dude. And props to fucking Tracy for throwing shit back at the Juggalos, too. Like, wasn't just sitting there talking shit and then taking it. No, he was throwing shit back at them.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was throwing chairs. Like I said, the oil drum earlier, the stick whip got thrown back at him. It was fucking great, man.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. Do you know what wasn't awesome, guys? And I'm just going to say it outright. The next fucking match. Now it's time for the JCW Tag Team Championship Elimination fucking fuckfest. 8 teams. This is going to be hectic. And coming out first, guys, we get the Bad Breed, Axel and Ian Rotten. They cut a promo about them putting the most putting themselves over, basically. That they're the most hardcore, sadistic team in the business, and that they've earned their reputation. Blah blah blah.
They kind of have. If you watch their fucking
100%.
history, the Rotten brothers,
dude.
they've definitely fucking earned that history being some of the more hardcore pieces of shit out there.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Yeah. They are something else.
Yes,
We definitely say that. Then out next, oh my god, out next, the head shrinkers are here. This is fucking insane, man. This is just insane. I'm gonna summarize these promos because a lot of it's just fucked. The head shrinkers say, if you smell something stinking, it's us because we the
We're the
shit.
shit.
What
Dude,
the fuck? Man?
fucking beautiful line, man. Oh, this shit's great. This shit's fantastic. It's so bad that it's fucking amazing. I love
And-
that line.
Dude.
And the hedgehog is just talking about all the other opponents, like, oh, we don't give a fuck, I'm gonna beat the shit out of everyone. Yeah, it's just all fucking shit.
Well, they start naming them, and then they realize, oh, we don't know who the fuck these guys are. So it just starts,
Yeah.
then those other dudes, they don't care.
Oh,
Yeah.
it gets worse. It gets
It
worse
does.
about not knowing who other people are.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Out next, what the fuck, guys? Out next, we get Brutus the Barber and Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Absolute
Yeah.
fucking
What?
legends, brother.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Fucking let them know, BT.
Legit. But what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, you just saw Jake
Brutus-
Roberts earlier, so when they announced these two with fucking generic ass pictures, I was expecting the worst. Hammer, yeah, he looked about what Hammer looks like. Dude didn't age.
Yeah.
Bruce was looking jacked though, man. They looked
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Good, man.
Brutus was looking nice, bro.
He was ready for another run, brother.
Guido says that Greg Valentine looks like the butt end of the bread loaf. And then 3D says, no, his face looks more like a fat man's ass.
That was
Yeah.
definitely another one of your lines.
That was me. I actually, when I was 7 years old, I actually emailed that through to him.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the fucking Juggalo message boards sitting there saying lines. Hey, did anybody ever realize
Juggalo
that Greg the Hammer
hotline.
Valentine's face looks like a fat man's ass? Fucking 3D saw it and used it, man. That's all you.
That's my dude. That's my homie, you know?
Yeah.
The Pimp and Gimp next, baby. We got Zach Gowen
Jesus
and
Fucking
Human Tornado.
Christ.
Yeah, this
Fucking
tactic's
Gimp.
fucking random, cunt.
Dude, no, okay. Before we actually shit on them, because I'm sure we will, Human Tornado is the fucking dude.
Oh, both these guys are the fucking dude.
Yeah.
But
And Human Tornado should have been bigger in the biz.
Well, yeah, the promo they cut, man. It's oh my.
They're talking about running a train on a fat chick in 3 seconds or 8 seconds or something.
Three pump chump.
And then they're like, in and out. Oh, you mean like the burger? What the fuck?
I must say, Zach Gowen was having more fun in this promo than the fucking promo we covered of the SmackDown last episode.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh,
This is
God,
what I
yes.
mean. It goes full circle. What the fuck?
I don't know, bro.
Wrestling's a fucking simulation, brother.
It is, mate.
Out next comes the Santanas.
Tino Santana, brother.
And Jay, but I think what's his actual name?
George.
Is it Jorge? No,
Jorge,
I don't
yeah,
think it
but
is.
George.
It's Jorge, and then
Yeah.
fucking the announcers just call him George.
Yeah, they don't fucking care.
Oh.
Come on, now.
And Tino talks about Japanese wrestlers, Samoan wrestlers, and 8 tag teams.
Yeah. He's like,
We're
we
gonna
got
go
those
for the
guys.
JCW gold. You know, we're gonna fight through 8 other teams, and we didn't work this hard to not come out on top. So, Tino, brother, you're putting way too much effort into this, brother. But at the same time, you're putting no effort in. So I don't know how the fuck you're doing it, but Tino, I love it, brother.
Yeah, it was rough.
Team All Japan now come out, which is Brute Raisin. I actually don't know this guy's name. I just wrote Brute. Is it? I don't
It's
actually
Brute
know his name.
Asai, I think, or I see maybe, or something like that.
Yeah,
Or
I didn't know
Issei?
how to say it. And Akira, Raijin?
Raijin.
Yeah. And I actually know him, but I just never knew how to say his name.
Yeah.
Guida has no idea what they said, but he thinks it's that they're going to kick everyone's fucking ass.
The announcers said that they didn't fly in Team All Japan, but they boated them in instead.
On a ship.
Yes.
On
On
a
a
ship,
wooden
yes.
boat with a sail.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the dumbest fucking joke I've ever heard in my life, but okay, why not? It had to be said. I don't care. It was that bad.
Yeah, it was rough. Out next, but do you know what? That's something we would have heard from any other indie commentator. Like, it's just, I think that they were on, well, like that they were on fire. That their bad ones really stuck out.
Yeah.
Out next comes the Damager.
Yeah.
Now I was depressed because they come out to fucking Slipknot and they didn't come out to Stone Temple Pilots.
Well, that's because Doug Basham, brother. He's too roided
too much
up.
of a maggot.
Yeah. I don't think that's the word they use, but you're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they used another one.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking Bashams are haunting us with the fucking ball and gag or whatever the fuck that move was.
The ball and gag, man. Or the choke me daddy, whatever one you want to go with.
That's what it was. It was the choke me daddy. That's what we're calling it.
Right, my bad.
Damager looking sick though, dude. Those long ass shorts. Fucking loved his look, man.
God. I don't know. Are you being serious?
I'm 100% serious, dude. Damager looked badass. They both looked in great shape. Damager looked sick as fuck.
They did actually look, like, I would admit they did actually look all right. The final team, Madman Pondo and Necro Butcher. And 3D and Guido think that Pondo and Butcher are breakup fucking. Yes. You know how there's like makeup fucking? No, they're breakup fucking.
Yep. And they do not stop talking about that throughout the entire match. About how they are lovers and they just kiss each other's buttholes and all kinds of fucking weird ass shit.
Yeah. Wear each other's shirts and do weird stuff.
Yeah. Valentine starts out taking it on Pondo, and so this is. I thought that both teams were in at the same time. There's no fucking rules in this tag team. You can just walk in the ring and you're good. It's just a weird.
I have a bunch of issues with this tag. Like first off, they have all 16 competitors out there. Which I'm like, okay, I can already sense this is going to be a absolute clusterfuck. Because the way I was thinking they were going to do it was like gauntlet style, where it's like, okay, you start with two teams, and then like, hey, one team gets eliminated, another team from the back comes out, you know. But no, they didn't do that. They did not do that, brother. And as you said, there was no tags in this match at points. It was fucked. We'll get into it, but fuck me. Holy shit.
I would have preferred a battle royal, but sorry, go on.
Yeah. What I was going to say was like, I'm with UBT. I thought it was going to be like a gauntlet style as well. And then once all 16 were in the ring together, I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's a battle royal instead. Like, this is still fucking dope. Yeah. I love battle royals. Let's go. And then Valentine and Beefcake started fighting Pondo and Butcher, and the other fucking 12 guys just got on the apron. I was like, oh, they're really doing fucking 12 or 8 teams on the apron, one by one elimination. This match is going to go 14 hours. It's going to take so fucking long.
Well,
like I was like, what? This is going to suck.
And it did. But this match went, and normally we talk about it, this match went 21 minutes. Now, I was sober the whole time. I did not have a beer. You know what I mean? If I was there, I would have been fucking 10 beers deep, and I probably wouldn't have, 20 minutes would have gone like that. This shit went longer than the fucking Lord of the Rings movies, I'm telling you. Shit was fucked.
And it doesn't help with some of the shit in this match, as we'll get into.
Oh
man.
My god, I want to talk about something real bad. Anyway, it's real soon. It's real soon.
Yeah.
3D comments that Valentine is completely drunk and tags in Brutus. Greg Valentine then hits an elbow drop on Butcher, and Butcher hits a fucking Canadian Destroyer sunset flip. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but 3D calls it the sunset fuck.
It did because he went for a sunset flip, but Necro Butcher I don't think knows how to do it, and I don't think Valentine knows how to sell it for it. So Necro just ended up fucking pile driving himself into the mat.
Yeah,
and it was like hilarious. And the announcers were fucking laughing when it happened and calling it the sunset fuck. I was dying. I was like, this fucking nutsack. I'm glad. Ugh.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Necro.
That was one of the worst sunset flips you'll ever see, and exactly what they called it. It was a sunset fuck. A sunset clusterfuck. Yeah. This whole fucking match was a clusterfuck. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The Hammer and the Barber have been eliminated, guys. Thank God. Rotten and Butcher are now headbutting the shit out of each other. And Ian Rotten grinds fucking glass or a can into Necro Butcher's head. In comes Samu. Butcher is getting shit on. Human Tornado is now in, jumping around, but then walks into a sidewalk backbreaker. We'll call it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Tornado is then looking for a spinning lariat, but instead Necro Butcher hits one of his own. Human Tornado hits an insecurity on Necro Butcher, and now a dive over the top rope, which was actually pretty sick, man. Human Tornado was really good. He's actually not bad.
Yeah, real quick. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. That was the first time we saw somebody go up and over the rope in this match. Like, it took 6 matches in before we saw somebody doing some really high risk shit. Like, we saw the corkscrew earlier, but I was like, holy shit, this is the first time we saw somebody go up and over, like, deep into like where the crowd would be normally. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I think they called it the air tornado or something.
Oh, did they? Yeah, possibly. They touch on something later, and I'll get into it more in the main event. Well, the special main event, whatever. But yeah, we'll get into that because I think that kind of goes in correlation with what you're saying now. But yeah, Axel Rotten is now in with Samu, and Axel is hitting elbows on Samu, but then he gets super kicked, and their head shrinkers hit the double headbutts, the synchronized headbutts, whatever, for a 3 count. The Bad Breed have been eliminated. I didn't think they were going to eliminate it that quick.
Me neither, but like I was glad they did because I was like, man, I don't want to see fucking Pondo and Necro fight Bad Breed at the end because I was like, that's going to be the final 4 for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
The extreme guys, I was like, man, this is going to suck. But then they got eliminated. I was like, oh shit, okay, there we go.
Yeah. And then is it Alofa?
Yeah,
Alofa.
Yeah, is taken down. They say Jay. They say Jay now. It was George. It was Jorge. Now it's Jay. So we're gonna go with Jay. He then tags in Samu for a double clothesline. Then they look for the double headbutt again, but it's dodged. And here comes Tito. Oh baby!
Oh, Tito with a house of fire, brother.
Hits the clothesline, but the numbers game. They take advantage. And then they miss a clothesline, and he does one of the shittiest roll-ups I've ever seen in my life.
Meanwhile, the entire time Tito's in the ring, fucking Guido's screaming, I just want to see the flying forearm. Do the flying forearm. Where's the flying forearm? Like, just screaming that over and over like a fucking little kid. And he never gets it.
Never. But they're eliminated. Head shrinkers are eliminated. Jay and Tornado are now in the ring, and Tornado hits a drop toe hold on Jay into the corner. So Doug Basham comes in, and the crowd straight away chant, he's on steroids. Like a lot. Zach Gowen then is tagged in at some point. He goes for a quick pin, but no good. Then he's about to be suplexed, but he turns it into a pretty nice, like, small package pin. It actually looked really nice. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, Gowen hit the small package. Only got a 1 count, but it was a really nice counter for Gowen, for sure.
It was awesome. Gowen then turns a power slam from Damager into a tornado DDT, but then misses a moonsault. Damager then hits the choke bomb and tags in Doug, who hits a diving headbutt, and the Pimp and Gimp are eliminated.
Yep.
Doug Basham is showing off, but Tito tags in. And then basically straight away tags in Jay, who are now working over Brute. Brute hits a huge like STO like move and pins and eliminates the Santanas. It was weird. It was weird. This whole match was weird.
This whole part, like right after the Pimp and Gimp connection got eliminated, like you said, Tito gets in the ring and he just kind of yells at Basham to get the fuck out. And then Brute comes in, and I was like, to me, like after seeing how quickly Brute eliminated Tito, it was like Tito knew, hey, I'm fucking done with this. This sucks. I already did my shit. Get the fuck out. Let this guy pin me so I can go to the back. Because I'm not losing to fucking Doug Basham. I'll lose to the Japanese guy. That ain't gonna hurt me as much. It was weird, man.
Yeah. And it was like full on yelling, and like Doug was confused.
Yeah, Doug was like, what the fuck? All right, cool, kid, whatever. I'll tag out. Fuck you, brother.
Yeah. Butcher and Akira then going at it. And we're getting a chop fest just back and forth. Then we get a big clothesline on Necro, but in comes Damager, chops back and forth once again. But Damager hits a thumb to the eye, and Guido calls him a fucking cheater.
Hey,
Damager hits
fuck you, Guido. That's the greatest move in professional wrestling. I don't even care. Thumb to the eye, best move in wrestling, works 100% of the time.
It does. You're right.
It really
Akira
does.
then hits a spear-like move, but only a 2. Doug's now tagged him, and Brute's tagged him. Doug hits a back suplex that looks sweet, to be honest. That was actually a really nice back suplex. But only a 2 count. Doug Basham then tries some Karate Kid bullshit and bows, but gets absolutely fucked by Brute, and we get another chop fest.
Yeah.
Brute's now making fun of Doug Basham for being American and does the whole Hulk Hogan bullshit. Then we get a Rough Rider, I guess, from the Basham fuck, is what I've written. And Team All Japan are eliminated. Pretty much 3D and Guido are now shitting on Doug Basham big time.
Oh yeah, no, they've gone full blown into. Oh yeah, some people use steroids. I can't show you or tell you exactly who in this match, but I think you could figure it out. Like they are just straight up insinuating he is jacked out of his mind on roids, which they might be. Man, Basham was big, so who knows?
Yeah. Damager then throws Necro Butcher by his beard on the outside, which was kind of cool. Pondo and Doug are in the ring with Doug in control. Damager is now tagged in and they double team Pondo. Doug Basham has a fucking fish and just smashes Necro Butcher in the face with it.
Is that the commentator from? Oh god.
What?
No, I was just laughing. Like out of nowhere, all of a sudden fucking Basham has this big ass fish and hits Necro with it. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? Like I'm thinking a fan threw it at him or some shit. Like it was weird.
Yeah. And they were just talking about how like Butcher takes some nasty bumps and then he got smashed in the face with a fish.
Oh, I liked what the commentator said after when he got hit by the fish. I think one of them said, Butcher's beard usually smells like fish. And then I think the other one said someone's asshole fucking smells like a fish. I'm like, oh Jesus, okay.
That's only because Pondo's asshole smells like a fish. I think it was insinuating that they're kissing each other's buttholes.
Yeah. Basham's kind of now toying with Pondo, and Damager hits the Scorpion Death Drop and grabs a stop sign. No, Scorpion Death Drop. And grabs... so yeah, he hits the Scorpion Death Drop and grabs a stop sign that can't stop that says "Can't Stop Pondo" on it. And Doug climbs to the top, but Necro takes him out and Damager. Pondo smashes Doug in the face with the stop sign, which was brutal. And we get a 3 count. I wanted to just skim through the end of that because I was getting fucking bored reading it. I can't imagine you guys listening to it.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. Oh God, it got better towards the end. The less teams there were, it did actually get a little bit better. Once we got to Chop Fest, I know that they kind of overdid that, but it was better. It was getting better. I gave it a 3.5 out of 10.
See, I'm kind of on the same boat as you in terms of I determined once it got to the last 3 teams, the match started to pick up a bit, and it was actually tolerable to watch, and there was some good stuff in there. But
sorry, can I just say one thing quickly?
Okay, go ahead.
I should pinpoint where I think it got better was with the basically once that tornado, once Gowan got in the ring, honestly, is where I felt it picked up. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I gave it a 4.4. It was, as I said, it picked up towards the end with the final 3 teams, and they did some stuff, but this match is not it, man. Like,
21 minutes.
21 minutes. The whole format of it, I think, was just wrong. They should have done a gauntlet style, or they should have done a battle royal. There was some fucking horrible finishes for eliminations. Like that fucking first sunset fuck was one of the worst things I've ever seen. There was some just random eliminations that just left me just emotionless. Tito Santana going off on Basham was weird as fuck. And yeah, man, like, honestly, I wish Valentine and Brutus went all the way, man. That would have been sick. But yeah, I gave it a 4.4.
So BT said it best when he first started off. Like, this was a clusterfuck of a match. And it was.
Yeah.
It absolutely was. You have 16 guys in the ring. Nobody quite knows what the rules are or whatever. But for me, this shit was so much fun to watch. Like, I loved this. As bad as it was how great it was. Like, the shitty finishes on some of the eliminations, the botched moves, the wrestlers not even being close to the same page, especially Tito Santana just saying, "Fuck you, kid. I want to lose to that guy." Everybody getting in there doing like 2 or 3 moves and then they're eliminated. Like, everything about it was so bad that I went back and watched it again because it was so fun to watch. The announcers shitting on every fucking person in this match.
Fuck.
I loved it, dude. I give it a 7 out of 10. This was fucking fun for me.
Damn.
That's
100%.
awesome.
I fucking enjoyed the shit out of this match, man.
Oh, main event time, guys. We're at that point. Oh, wait, there's 2 main events. Because that's how wrestling is.
This is the main event. The other one's a special attraction.
Yeah,
this is the main event.
This is the legit main event, I'd say.
No DQ for the main event and coming out first. And I didn't. Okay. At first, they announced and the champion, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so they're bringing out champion first because of his taking on Scott Hall. No, they are bringing out Scott Hall first, which I thought was really cool because I thought he was going to get, the treatment of coming out last because he's Scott Hall.
Mm-hmm.
No, he comes out, he's the WWC champion because he beat Carlito in Puerto Rico. He got a bit of a promo. What the fuck was that song he came out to?
I fucking digged it, bro. What is that song? Please, someone tell me.
It's the Fugees.
Great song, but
it was. I think
Scott Hall coming out to it was weird.
Nah, I digged it, bro. That was fucking sick. I feel like that's something Scott Hall would have came out to, like, if he did appearances in, like, early 2000s, like, outside of mainstream wrestling, like, indie shows.
He did. He when he showed up in ECW for that one night, or for like night and a half or whatever it was, that's what he came out to.
Really? Okay. Yep. Okay, fair. I just felt weird about it. I don't know why.
And while we're on the topic of Scott Hall, I will say, because when I always said before, like when they were doing the match card preview, Scott Hall versus this guy, Corporal Robertson.
Yeah.
I was a little scared. I can't lie. This is 07. This is Scott Hall we're talking about. What I will say, Scott Hall looked better than what I thought he would have looked in this match.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I was a little hesitant.
He was definitely drunk and drugged as fuck, though.
I'm not denying that. Oh, he was. Yeah. You can see during his entrance.
He was stumbling, man.
He was stumbling, slipping all over the place, but fuck, he looked better than what I thought.
Yeah, every single former WWF guy on this card was drunk as shit walking down to the ring. All of them.
Dude.
Without question. They were hammered. Those boys were being boys backstage.
You can tell that it was like at that point it was a problem, though, for all of those guys, which is quite obvious and very well documented. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, no, that was a serious problem.
Yeah, dude. The only one that looked okay to work was fucking Beefcake.
Yeah.
But like all the other WWF guys, they looked rough. Jake the Snake shouldn't have been near ring. Valentine looked all fucked up. Scott Hall definitely did.
Yeah.
So it's like, these guys shouldn't be out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was weird. Anyway, but the Juggalos were hyped to see him. Obviously, he was going to play the heel because of Corporal Robinson, but they were hyped to see him. But Corporal Robinson comes out. He's the current JCW heavyweight champion, and the fans seemed into it, man, when they were coming out. Like, they actually seemed really hype. And as you would be, man, main event, Scott Hall's there. Fucking hell.
Hell yeah.
The match kicks off. Sorry,
real quick, I fucking loved the way Corporal Robinson looked. Granted, he's another Milwaukee boy, so I'm fucking biased. But dude, rocking the white jersey, the black and white camo shorts, the fucking tall socks. He was 2007 personified, and it was awesome.
Yes.
And then he calls fucking Scott Hall a bitch, which was funny as hell during his promo.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you got some balls on you, brother. Like, no, he'll fucking kill you in the ring.
But at the same time, Scott Hall was a massive juggalo.
Oh, yeah.
He fucked with ICP, so like he would have been cool with it, man, because he would have been like, "Oh, it's all for this, whatever," you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really, they did like the whole Juggalo World Order thing. But yeah, the match kicks off with the toothpick being thrown from Scott Hall, of course, and straight away the Juggalos, man, are like chanting like "fuck him up, fuck him up." Like, he was way more over than Scott Hall here, and this is what I was talking about with them, like, supporting their guys, you know?
Yeah. See, I wasn't sure who they were chanting that for, because I was like, oh, they're probably chanting for Scott Hall to fuck this guy up, or the other way around. I couldn't tell. But either way, the fans were like, we want to see someone fucking die right now.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Scott Hall begins stomping out Robinson and slapping him around a bit, but Corp comes back with some strikes and knocks Hall on his ass. Scott Hall almost gets caught with a small package, but then he heads to the crowd because there's some dude with a fucking megaphone.
Yes. Now, I was going to bring this up at some point.
God.
I was going to bring this up.
Corporal. Let's go. Oh my God.
Let's go, Corporal. Let's go, Corporal. Honestly, throughout the whole night. And the main event.
Yeah.
Fucking, we'll get into more with the main event. Sabu, candlestick right here, pal. Use the candlestick. Yeah. Fuck, this megaphone guy. I don't know how to feel about him, bro.
It was so monotone.
Such an annoying piece of shit. Yeah, he sucked so hard, dude. I hated this dude. I didn't even hear him before this match. And then once I started hearing him, I was like, man, fuck this dude.
Yeah. And I'm surprised that someone didn't just knock him on his ass.
True. But that's not what they do with Juggalos. They don't
I
do that
know.
shit. But yeah, it should have happened.
Yeah. It would have happened at any other event.
1000%.
And you can tell so Scott Hall heads out to the crowd and kisses the dude with the megaphone, which was funny. You can tell he's there for a good time, man. Like, he's just there to party, have a good time, whatever. Do some wrestling, whatever. Then we get right hands back and forth. Hall drops him for a 2 count after a clothesline. Scott Hall then grabs the JCW title and tries to hit Corp, but the referee takes it away from him, which I thought was fucking stupid. It's a no DQ match. But his reason was, you haven't won it yet. What the fuck?
Yeah. But then Scott Hall grabs the other title and it's him anyway. So I'm like, okay, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, but it was still dumb. Only for a 2 count. The fans now are not loving this. They're over it. We still have the fuck on the megaphone monotone saying, let's go, Corporal, let's go. Oh my God. The match was average. The Juggalos rally behind Corporal with the family chants, the family, you know. But Hall was all over him. Corp rolls to the outside and hits sort of like, you know, the stun on the ropes. Like pulls the head down and then the neck on the ropes, whatever you want to say. And Corp grabs a bed of thumbtacks. Guido points out that Scott Hall is not known to take bumps from the thumbtacks, which is true, let's be honest. But I hope it ends soon. And Scott Hall hits a big back suplex off the top rope. Hall's then looking for the razor's edge, but Corp gets the low blow and hits the atomic drop. And then, dude, I was like, no fucking way. Holy fuck, we get a Russian leg sweep into the tacks. 1, 2, 3. Corporal Robinson wins.
Yeah.
I fucking hated this match. Big style. I gave this match a 2 out of 10. I genuinely really disliked this match.
Oh.
It was boring. I thought that it was just boring. I thought Scott Hall was whatever, but like even some of the stuff he was doing, he wasn't even like, he was just like slapping air. Yeah, I did not enjoy this.
For being the main event of the show, and being like, all right, cool, we got Scott Hall in here, we got Corporal Robinson, let's try to use Scott Hall to make our champion look the best and look a little better and shit like that, right? None of that happened. The crowd was fucking on fire when they came out and were fucking lukewarm when it was over. They didn't give a shit about this match anymore. I'm with Matt. This match was boring as fuck. I was having a hard time paying attention. I gave it a 2 out of 10 as well. I did not like this match. Both guys looked like shit. The finish was cool. Don't get me wrong. Seeing Scott Hall go into the tax was fucking weird. But also, they called Corpse Russian Leg Sweep the boot camp. Fuck you. That's a terrible name for a move. That's almost as bad as ball and gag or whatever the fuck it was.
Not quite as bad, but yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, almost as bad as that. That's why I'm like, no, that move sucked. No, everything about this match sucked. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. Oh my. Okay. I may come off as hypocritical here, boys, because you know what I said about Jake Roberts earlier. We don't need to get into that again.
Yep.
Can we please? No.
I'll be ranting for another 2 hours. I gave this a 5. And yeah, look, controversial. Scott Hall. I think it's purely because I was dreading Scott Hall going into this match, like it was going to be the real drizzling shit. And I don't think it was as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, yeah, look, Scott Hall, it wasn't the best, but like Scott Hall was doing some nice heel stuff. Like you could see little vintage stuff with Scott Hall in there, doing the handshake and the shake, the spooky hands, and fucking Scott Hall kissing that megaphone dude guy. I like the finish of the thumbtacks. I thought that was cool, and I thought I didn't mind it. Like, I think it was just out of me dreading that this was going to be really, really fucking the worst thing ever. And then, yeah, for me, it just wasn't, you know, for me, it could have been worse, honestly. So, with that being said, I give it a 5. But I understand why you think it's a bad match. I completely understand where you're coming from.
Okay. I understand. Sometimes there's just like different things like that you're like, I understand. Now we get the special attraction main event, guys. Are we ready? This is ICP and Sabu taking on Acid and the Altar Boys. Coming out first is Holy Trent Acid and the Young Altar Boys. Guido calls the nun a slun, and I'm sure you guys can work out what that means.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and say the exact quote, because this one was one of the funnier lines, in my opinion.
Okay.
So she's coming out with the boys, with the Altar Boys and Trent Acid, and Guido says, "Who the fuck is this slutty ass nun? We'll call her the slun." Like there was no pause in between it or nothing. He just went with the whole sentence, and I was fucking dying again. I was like, God damn it, Guido! Why and where do you come up with this shit?
Oh,
so, Tom, you've pretty much confirmed to me throughout this. I've gotten the vibe. You are a Guido fan.
Oh yeah.
Again, I'm Team 3D, brother. They're one of my favorite tag teams of all time. I mean, I don't dislike Guido; he's fantastic. But if you ask me one or the other, I'm Team 3D all the way.
Team 3D.
You don't win major championships in every fucking promotion you work for and not be one of the greatest ever. Guido's never held a title. He's been giving away titles to his heart to fucking Dragon.
What was his? I can't even remember 3D's name. Whether it was like Diamond something Donovan, but I don't know the fucking middle one. Otherwise, I'd fucking say his full name.
Diamond Donovan Douglas.
Okay, are you a Diamond Donovan Douglas fan or a Guido fan? If you had to choose,
I'm a Diamond Donovan Douglas fan. I liked his lines a little more because, and again, this goes back to me just as a person. I always like in any comedy troupe. I always like the straight man, the one who like sets up the guy for the joke, because that's way harder to do and way more important in my opinion. So like I've always liked that guy. So 3D did that so well to set up Guido. But Guido, when it comes just to pure one-liners, Guido was knocking him out of the park every damn time. Like he was just killing it with one-liners. But 3D was setting him up and just kind of tossing him soft little balls to just fucking kill. It was 3D's my guy.
That's really good. That's a really good way of looking at it. What about you, BT?
I'm 3D guy. I'm a 3D guy. I like this commentary a lot. But as
Yeah.
Thomas said, like the one-liners from Guido were fucking elite.
Oh, dude.
They were shocking at times. I was amazed. But like, dude, 3D just setting shit up, man. It was cool. And
Yeah.
like, look, I'll be honest, man. What got me through this show the most were those two. And that's the only reason. That's the only reason. Because if you had anyone else, and I mean anyone else, even if you had JR and the fucking King on this show, I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't have survived. But these two were the perfect fucking duo for this environment, for this show. And all props to them. In all honesty.
Fuck yeah.
Especially during this match.
Yes.
Because let's fucking break it. Hearing ICP comment or announce and commentate their own match is the dumbest shit ever. But fuck, was it fun?
Oh,
like
dude.
They're sitting there saying, yeah, he actually hit his head on that one, like just making each other, just popping the boys and popping themselves the entire time. Fuck, man, 100%. It was so funny. So it was fucking awesome. Funny.
The 3D comments that Shaggy 2 Dope hasn't wrestled for 2 years. But honestly, dude, in my opinion, I think Shaggy's the better wrestler, and I think he's much better than people actually give him credit for. He doesn't really prove it that much in this match, but like, he's actually a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah, there's a reason why he got a cruiserweight title match in WCW and why he was having some singles matches and shit. Like, he's a solid wrestler. The dude can work. Is he the most polished thing? Of course not. But for being like the celebrity musician kind of guy, he can fucking go, man. He's up there with like Bad Bunny is now and fucking Jake Paul or whatever. Like, dude can go.
Yeah. And I think something that we should also mention is it's different back then. You didn't get to train with Shawn Michaels and shit. Back then it was you fucking make it or break it. Like, yeah, they might have had someone showing them some shit, but it wouldn't have been a Shawn Michaels and a Triple H and a fucking, Drew Gulak and stuff. It was different.
No, dude, I think they even said that like they didn't really have any formal training in this, like during the commentary of this match. They said that except for like working out with Too Tough Tony. And I'm nothing against Tony. He's awesome, but Homeboy isn't the most technically sound wrestler out there for sure.
No,
there's a reason he's taking thumbtack baseball bats to the forehead.
Yeah, exactly. And not main eventing WrestleMania,
Yeah.
But yeah, look, ICP and Sabu come out and now we're fucking cooking, man. Like, I just got one question for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Who's going chicken hunting?
I believe that we are going chicken hunting.
Fucking oath. Dude, I love it. I like such a bias here, man. I'm a huge juggler. Huge.
Yeah.
This was fucking cool to me. And I'm glad this main evented because after that bullshit fuckfest, it was cool to just have some fun with the boys.
Yeah, brother. And real quick, while their ICP is making their entrance out, those ICP jerseys.
Oh my god.
How fucking tailor-made are they for you? With the purple and the fucking green.
That's my shit, dude. Purple's my favorite color. It was just perfect.
Like, I straight up, when I saw that coming out, I was like, fuck, Matt's losing his shit over those jerseys. I don't give a damn. He's 100%. Fucking got to.
Yeah. It was made for me.
Yep.
But look, they come out to chicken hunting, the remix. And man, Shaggy looks fired up. He's like, dude, I haven't wrestled in so long. Like, he's fired up. Violent J's fired up as hell, and Sabu's just Sabu. 3D and Guido putting over Sabu on commentary, which is obviously like they're doing it in almost third person, but not like alter ego shit, And dude, they said honestly, Sabu changed the game, and I don't think about it enough, but Sabu really did.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, dude. He started that hardcore extreme style wrestling here in the States for sure. He was the main guy. Yeah, you had guys like Funk and Dusty Rhodes and other guys that were doing hardcore matches and more violent matches, but it wasn't the extremes type of shit that ECW became and revolutionized wrestling with.
Yeah.
Like, it was Sabu, and then all the high flying shit. People hadn't seen stuff like that before. Yeah, we saw moonsaults, but we didn't see fucking jumping over to the outside and into the crowds and
springboards. Yeah, dude.
Exactly. We never saw any of that shit. Jumping from the chair to the rope to the fans. None of that shit was happening before him. None of it.
Sabu your mum through a coffee table. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But dude, and they even said like he constantly gets ripped off, and that's sort of what I was going to say earlier. So when you said I'm surprised we didn't see anyone jump over the top rope and shit, like it's crazy to me. But like then we go full circle. Like Sabu started that shit, man.
Yep.
And he's in the main event. Like it was just weird. They looked fucking sick, man. We get family chants already. 3D says the slun makes Trent Acid's team a lot easier to look at. God, Guido, because Guido says but you can wear short shorts. That doesn't make you attractive, basically. Violent J then says, I could do it, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to see that though. And then Guido randomly says, hopefully you have a penis and not a netted. It was just the most fucked up little conversation.
It was boys being boys, man. Like they were watching wrestling, talking shit, forgetting that they're recording this for fucking DVD.
Sounds like
awesome. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When we let BT go on his rants, it's like we're just listening now. We forget there's podcasts. We're just listening to BT bitch about wrestling, and it's
legit. Joe Bruce chants and start, which is Violent J for those who don't know as well. He's kicking it off with Altar Boy 1, and Jay's just showboating a little, but I'm here for it. Trent Acid then comes in before anything even happens, but then another tag to Altar Boy 4. Jay shoves him in the face and he goes down to the mat, and then hits a pretty good like driving clothesline. I actually didn't mind it. Then Violent J hits a fucking Michinoku driver.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. Like, Violent J started off like when you're playing the old SmackDowns and you give yourself like the 5 finishers right away. And you just start spamming finishers to start the match. Like, that's how he started this fucking match off. Clothesline from hell, Michinoku driver. Like, fucking what?
And it gets
better. Because after he hits it, Jay stands back up and then like does like the Kamala belly slap, which I love when fat dudes do that in wrestling. Dude, fucking just, I love this guy.
By the way, like he's not in good shape here. As far as like he's big, dude. He's fat. All right,
this is like his biggest, probably.
Shout out like homie Violent J now, man. He looks so good. Like he looks so good right now. I fucking love Violent J, and I love ICP in general. But dude, they're doing so good for himself now, and I'm so happy. But yeah, then after that, dude, Altar Boy goes for a clothesline, but Jay catches him into a fucking Death Valley driver.
Again, just spamming fucking finishers, bro.
Like, what? This dude thinks it's a slobber knocker match, and he's trying to knock him out.
Exactly, that's all it is.
It was sick.
I love it.
Altar Boy then goes to Irish Whip Violent J, but can't move him because he's, immovable. So he fucking bites him in the head. This is Violent J now. And fucking hits him with a brain buster.
Again, what the fuck? Your moveset's unreal. Like, it's fake. It's video game shit.
Dude, he went sicko mode.
He really did.
Shaggy Two Dope is about to tag in and the crowd pop for him. Guido says he has a new name for himself. He actually says for himself too, which was weird. Shaggy Potato. Because he's about to, hit potatoes, right?
Yep.
Shaggy is slapped in the face and then hits a strike to the top of the head. Dude, those did not look good. They look terrible.
I think that's why they're like, look how shitty this looks. That's why they're potatoes. Like,
yeah.
Fucking bad.
Yeah. He then hits a clothesline, which was all right. But then, dude.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
He then hits a fucking pile driver that looked fucking
real
nuts.
Quick. I'm sorry I keep cutting you off, but before the clothesline, before the pile driver, Shaggy hits a chop to Altar Boy 1 that catches him right in the fucking Adam's apple. And they say, chop to the chest and 1 to the Adam's apple. And Shaggy's like, oops. Like they completely forgot their characters mid-match. And we're like, fuck it. We know what this is. It's us watching our match. Let's fucking have some fun.
Yeah. And they
it
did,
was
man.
So
it was
funny, though.
It was like a tape study in a fucking shed with a couple beers.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird. It was so cool, though. It was literally the GRONKCAST. I'm sorry, but they literally did the GRONKCAST.
It really was. It was very similar to that.
Yeah. He hits a nuts pile driver, then an elbow. And Shaggy can't pick him up properly, so he, like, goes to body slam him, but just fucking dumps him.
Yeah, he's like, yep,
Sabu,
couldn't quite get him up that one. Like, they're shitting on each other or on themselves.
Yeah, dude.
Because even the
100%.
fucking pile driver is like, yeah, he hit a pile driver, which, his head actually hit a man on that one. So, sorry about that. Like, he's just fucking bad.
Yeah, he's loving it. Sabu's then tagged in and he's fucking ready to go. Guido says Sabu is ready and doesn't care who it is. He's ready to fuck their fucking ass up. We get some big rights from Sabu, and then we get a springboard leg drop, or as 3D wants to call it, a springboard clothesline with the legs. Right.
It's a leg line, bro. Just fucking call it a leg line.
Yeah, I guess that's what you'd call it. Look, it is a hard thing to name, but I don't know that I would have gone clothesline with the legs.
Nah, it's leg line. It's a clothesline with the legs. It's the leg line.
That works. That works. Sabu then gets so he gets a drop toe hold into the chair, if that makes sense. Violent J is then tagged in with Ultra Boy 4, but both gang up on him. But Violent J hits him with the double clothesline. But Trent Acid comes in and hits him with a super kick. And dude, Jay sells it hard, man.
Yeah, it looked good. That was a damn good super kick.
Yeah. Shaggy then gets hit to the outside. But then he DDTs one of the older boys on the side. Out on the outside, and that was sick looking too, man. That was sick.
Yeah.
Trent Acid's now choking out Violent J, but Sabu domes him with the chair toss. You know how it is, both boys, and then Trent Acid. Sabu then grabs a blunt and lights it up in the middle of the ring. The magic blunt, as they call it.
There you go. Thank you.
Yes. Yep. So he's fucking puffing away, having a good old time. And then he sees Jay in the corner and that sparks him back up. No pun intended. Jay's then getting fired up and takes everyone out with hip tosses. And then, dude, like all three, man, the Duke of the Wicked, man, gets the fuck up and hits a moonsault. It was ugly, but he still fucking did it.
It was the definition of a fat man moonsault. Is the way you want to say it. Like the way fucking 100%. Bam Bam and Vader did it, dude. It's a fat man moonsault. And it looked awesome, but it was so fucking gross at the same time.
And scary.
Yes, very scary for sure, man.
Oh, that man on the mat would have fucking been scared for his life. Legit.
Yes.
Yeah. Shaggy then hits the Lotus Cross, which is pretty much just a leg drop. And then Sabu hits the Air Sabu, they call it. Leg drop with a chair. ICP and Sabu win the match. The Duke of the Wicked, mate, Sabu and fucking Southwest Strangler getting the W. I gave this a 6.5, man. I really liked this match. It was fun. It was cool to see Shaggy because, like, that's my dude, and obviously Violent J is my dude as well. But Sabu did the stuff he had to do. It was a lot of fun. The commentary was good in it. It was cool that they kind of went, "Fuck this, let's drop the gimmick. Let's just call it what it is." Coming out to Chicken Hunt's an obvious one. Like it was a lot of fun. It was just so much fun.
I gave the match a 5. It was exactly what I expected it to be. Just ICP and Sabu go out there, hit some moves, have a very basic match, whatever. Nothing too crazy, but just go out there, have some fun. Fans were into it. It was exactly what I wanted. I was happy with it. Real quick though, shout out to the Altar Boys for both being fucking Wisconsin boys, and Altar Boy number 1, the Weed Man, as people know him now, being a Milwaukee guy. So shouts out. And then Silas Young number 4, being like an hour and a half away. So I always got to give hometown love to my guys.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. When we finally do a show with Rhea Ripley, I'll be going hard on it. So
I'll go hard on in other things too. What's up?
In both my viewings,
it's okay, bro. In
both my viewings of this match, I look, I'm gonna get hate here. I gave it a 3.9. I wasn't feeling it, and and the way you described it, it sounds like a great fucking match. There were good moments in this, like Violent J, like stuff he was doing. I'll give him the MVP of this match. Some of the shit he was doing, good on him, right? I like the triple hip toss, like the comeback that he did there. But like, for some reason, I just was not feeling this match, and I don't know like how to describe it, and I don't know why. Like, I guess to start with, like the whole the Holy Trinity and that entrance was way too long.
Yeah,
I was fucking losing it there. But the crowd was hyped for ICP and Sabu, and that's fine. But then, to me, the match was just, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it the same like yous were, and I wish I did because I don't know. I promise I'm not a fucking hater of juggalos or anything. I'm not. I don't have an agenda against them. I can promise you this.
No.
I wasn't feeling this match, but as I said, Violent J had some good shit. The other team, I fucking just couldn't. They were nothing to me. And yeah, Sabu, the Magic Blunt, I'll give the Magic Blunt was a cool spot. Oh fucking, that was cool. But yeah, 3.9. I just wasn't feeling it.
I think a lot of it went into me just quickly too, is that I was like, holy fuck, Violent J did that. Holy fuck, Shaggy did that. And this is cool because it's ICP. There was definitely more ratings to it because of that. And like, dude, even just Violent J hitting the moonsault to me was crazy. Hitting the moves he did when he first got in. I think that's to me more of why it got higher. If this was just 3 jabronis versus 3 jabronis, I'd be like, yeah, it was whatever. I think the fact that it was actually ICP pulling that shit off, that was cool. And then my boys. Guys, show rating. I gave it a 5 out of 10. I thought, look, there was some drizzling shits in this. Absolute drizzling. I did not really like that tag team match very much with the clusterfuck. I didn't mind the Scorpio Incredible stuff. That was okay. I gave it, 4.75. Really liked the Tracy Smothers and Ron Killing stuff. I really enjoyed that. First match on the card was not too bad. The Too Tough Tony match was great. Main event I loved. The commentary was just really, really fun. And yeah, man, it was exactly what I expected out of a JCW show.
I am gonna give this a 4.2. 4.2. Some of the matches on and our ratings, they were different throughout. Like some of the matches, and that was cool. Like the opener, I didn't mind, but the fans throwing the shit in their first match, I fucking hated that shit because it's Ultimate Dragon. The second match was a fucking abortion. Please, if I ever see that again or anything like that again, GRONKCAST is over. The third match, crossed.
Says the one that did OVW and XPW, right, Tom?
Brother, OVW needs more respect, and XPW was for content. Anyway.
Again, OVW gave us Damaja, XPW gave us a wall of dicks, and Rob extra tanned. Don't fucking speak ill of either of those.
Exactly. No. I'm saying you just, all wrestling's good, brother.
Hey, no, look, brother, this is the lowest rated match in GRONKCAST history now, brother.
I'm just stirring the pot, dude. I'm stirring.
Fuck yeah. Anyway, the third match. Too Tough Tony and the Pain dude.
Bull Pain.
Thank you. I'll give him credit. They went out there, fucking absolutely definition of hardcore. Busted each other open. Fucking some wicked sick shit in there at times, and good on them. The tag match I actually liked. Just Incredible took off Scorpio. They did some cool shit. Nasawa fucking hyping up the crowd. Was an ICP guy through and through. You can understand that. And Muda doing his shit. I like that. Fucking
the fly spot. Don't forget that.
The fly spot, brother. The fly spot was fucking lit. Oh fuck! Now I'm already forgetting what the next match was. Fuck. I gave it 3.75. Fucking what was that?
That was the Ron Killings.
Oh yeah, sorry. Fuck, I'm a dickhead. The whole segment with Tracy Smothers was probably the best thing on the show. Like that whole segment from start to finish was probably the best thing in that show for me.
Yeah.
Fucking Tracy Smothers, magnificent heat throughout, and the crowd was going wild. And then Ron Killings coming out, it was so cool. And for Ron Killings to do what he did in those couple minutes in that match was sick. And that was cool. And then the whole tag team title clusterfuck was fucked, but in kind of a funny way, but also a cringy way. Like, got all these legends and all these hardcore guys, and it's all over the place. But fuck, it picked up in the last couple minutes. It is what it is. The world title match, I didn't mind. You know, Scott Hall, he looked better than I thought. It was cool to see Scott Hall. I thought he was going to be Jake Roberts level of fucking not being able to do shit, but he actually did some things, and you know, he did something. And I liked Scott Hall going through the tacks, and then that special attraction main event. I couldn't connect with it, but I'm glad you boys did, and I could see, you know, some of the spots in that match were cool, and Violent J was nice, and yeah. So after all that long tangent of mine, long fucking thing, I gave it a 4.2.
I like how BT gave the match or the show with featuring a magic blunt a 4.20. That's fucking funny to me.
Oh fuck! Definitely not attended.
Like you guys said, this shows what it was. I mean, you guys went through everything exactly what I was going to say. Pretty fun show. I enjoyed it overall. Seemed to go on longer than just the 2.5 hours that it was. Like towards the end, it felt like it was dragging, especially around the Scott Hall match. And then it was just like, all right, guys, come on, let's get this shit over with. How much longer do I have? Blah, blah, blah. Definitely not the worst wrestling show I've ever seen, but did it make me want to immediately go out and start watching more JCW and shit like that? Not really. Like, I'm like, all right, cool, that was fun. Next. And I just moved on with my day. So I give it a 5 out of 10. Not the worst, not the best, but I'm fine. It was a fine show. I enjoyed it overall.
What I will quickly say is, though, if it wasn't for the commentary, this show for me would have been like a fucking 1 or a 2.
Yeah, no, it definitely would have dropped for sure.
The commentary literally carried this fucking show for me, and I props again to Guido and 3D, the homies. If we had heroes of the night, they would most certainly be heroes
without
in
a
our
doubt.
hearts.
I love how when I said that, I got shat on. Can we?
Because you asked if we had it. He said if we did.
Yeah, if.
I don't remember asking if we had it. I think I said if we had it. My bad.
Can we do those?
No, we need Kings of the Night because Renion saved us from Jesse Ventura. Fuck off. No. No.
I'm not Jake Roberts, mate. Relax. All right? Relax. You fucking relax.
Yeah, we'll see how relaxed you are when Jesse Ventura rubs his cock and balls over some female's face on wrestling show.
Yeah, that's
a conspiracy theory. Fucking
conspiracy
piece of shit.
my nuts across your face, bitch.
Conspiracy, these fucking fat head.
Oh, brother. Well,
God, do you know? So I showed my partner a picture of Jesse Ventura, and do you know what she said?
Damn, he's good looking.
He looks like a guy that would have a porn store. You know, like a.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely been
trade
on film before. Yeah,
well, no, not that, but that too. I don't. Yeah.
What, the store from XPW, the extreme thing? Yeah, the wall of dicks.
Probably.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
The Baja butt plugs, if you will.
The Baja butt plugs. Let's fucking go.
Can we not talk about this fucking Gronk ever? The first 2 times ever.
We'll quit painting his fucking picture every time we do a call, so that way we don't think about it.
Yeah,
have to. It makes me angry. And BT better be Jake Roberts next week. But speaking of Gronk of the Night, he was the first ever 2-time Gronk of the Night. BT, who was your? Actually, you know what? No, I know who yours is. Let me go first.
Yeah,
let me go first. I know who yours was. And it's probably the same person. Because mine was Jake Roberts, because he looked like shit. Hardly made it in the ring. Fuck you, Jake Roberts. But not quite as hard as BT went. BT, you can take it away.
Right, so my Gronk of the Night goes to 3D. No. My Gronk of the Night goes to Jake Roberts. The man who clearly did this for a paycheck and some booze and some crack.
That's literally what they said on commentary.
Oh yeah.
I know, but they also said a lot of other stuff.
He kind of ruined his legacy on this night. I can't lie.
No.
I'm sorry, brother. Like, you know, if you're an old school Jake Roberts fan, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna go out there shit faced as fuck, looking like dog shit,
I will give you that because, like, at least fucking Hammer Valentine put his fucking trunks on.
Yeah, exactly. Right,
even if his fucking ass didn't fit in it.
Right.
Hey, it's better than just fucking jeans and a t-shirt.
Shit.
Mate, fucking Jake Roberts was so fucked up. Jake Roberts is so fucked up. Damien was like, nah, brother, I'm not coming out with you tonight, brother. You
fucking traded Damien for crack to a juggalo. What are you talking about?
Exactly, brother. You know, Damien's probably fucking lost now, brother. In the depths of the juggalo fucking nation.
They fucking made Damien into that fucking bong that they hit earlier in the show.
Oh, brother, you already know. And, you know, Jake Roberts looking like shit, getting in the ring, just can't even do any fucking moves, you know, in for himself. And that whole match was fucking awful. And then the finish was bad. And then after the match was even worse. Because again, I gotta say it again, one more time, Jake Roberts hits a DDT on a woman ref twice, then dry fucks her in the face. Like, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Look. We're all seeing what we've seen on this show. And it's not a good look for Jake Roberts. But I gotta say it again, I've said it. I'm happy for Jake Roberts now. He's clean and he's doing good shit. He's done good shit in AEW, man. Like, he's done some really good shit in the last couple of years. But this night, August 12th, 2007, is a dark one. And, brother, you know what? If Dark Side of the Ring next season gets another fucking doozy, do this as an episode. Dark Side of the Ring, Jake Roberts, August 12th, 2007, dry fucks the wrestling business on that fateful night.
Oh, shit.
I was holy fuck. That was a experience that I never want to live through again. And I'll apologize to the women that I gave -4 stars to in the Triple Threat WCW episode. Because you know what? That might have been dog shit. But at least you weren't as fucked up as Jake Roberts. All right.
Major Guns might have been.
Maybe. But there was no evidence in my eyes.
Fair. That's fair.
There we go. Now fucking rant.
Tom.
Yeah. My Gronk of the night went to the referee in the Hall and Corporal Robinson match.
Yeah.
Like, it's a no disqualification match, which means anything goes. We all know that. Yet here this fucking nutsack is breaking holds on rope breaks because you can't there's no rope break in a fucking no DQ. He's taking away weapons because you haven't earned that or won that title yet. It doesn't fucking matter. You can still use any weapon. And this fucking idiot doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
I'll just smack you in the face.
Exactly. It's fucking stupid as hell. This referee pissed me off. I hate when referees don't understand what the rules are to the match. And this was a prime example of that. So yeah, this fucking idiot deserves it. Gronk of the night for sure.
That is
fuck
a
boy.
Goal. That is a
fuck boy ref.
Fuck boy ref.
Nah, he knows how to eat a burrito properly, so he's not a fuck boy.
We have no proof.
Yeah, we have no
fair point.
Video evidence on that. But wow,
Boys.
we have officially put this one in the books. JCW Bloodymania 2007. This one's in the books. We can wipe this one clean, and we're at this time of the show where we're going to go to Matt because he's going to tell us what we are going to review for the next episode of the GRONKCAST. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay. Well, we're going to kick it a little old school. Nothing. No. This is pretty old school now. So, a couple weeks ago, we watched the episode from my 10th birthday. Do we remember that, boys?
We do.
How can we not?
Jesse
It was a
Ventura.
return of the law.
It was iconic.
Yes. A 10-year-old me wouldn't have known how much hate I could have for a man. But anyway, we're gonna turn it back 11 years.
Ooh.
So the year before I was born, 1998, November 23rd, WWF Monday Night Raw.
I hate the fact that you said it was before you were born, and I'm like, I was 14. Fuck both of you young pieces of shit.
Well, okay, let me say this. I'll say one thing. There were some stars from this show, the JCW show, that will appear on this show as well. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, we're getting more Jake Roberts. Let's go. More Jake Roberts and face fucking. Hell yeah.
Face fucking Fridays.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I would have watched, because I did like an Attitude Era marathon a couple of years ago when the WM Network was still here in Australia. And I would have watched this show a couple of years ago for sure. But now the memory is just completely blanked. So to watch this again will be fun. It will be really
Should be
fun.
a good one, boys.
Well, with that being said, it is time. What an episode. I think this is going to go down as one of the iconic GRONKCAST episodes of all time, because fuck me. A lot has been shown here tonight. A lot of views, a lot of things have been shown tonight that hopefully Jake Roberts doesn't view this and doesn't hate me for life. Anyway, with that being said, another episode in the books. Much love to anyone still watching right now, because we love all of Gronk Nation. We love the Puppet House. We love Max Hit Fam. We love the Savage ones. But until then, I'm PT Savage. This is Tom Puppet. This is Max Hit Matt, and we will see you on the next episode of the GRONKCAST.
This is Pogo.
These motherfuckers got me in a fucking three-way match tonight. Let me tell you something. Abdullah, the motherfucking butcher. Let me tell you something, old man. You try to fucking fork me with that motherfucking fork, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking kick your motherfucking dentures down your fucking throat, boy. You understand me? Jake the fucking snake. Let me tell you something, boy. You pull that son of a fuck sidekick piece of fuck thing you got in that motherfucking bag, and you put that motherfucker 5 fucking feet from me, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking carve that fucking son of a bitch up and shove it down fucking Abby's motherfucking throat! You got me, boy? Let me tell you something, boys. You ain't never met nothing like me. I'm the one that might take you out for good, boys. Yeah!
Oh, ho, 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 ho,
Motherfucker!
shit. Motherfucking, fucking fuck.
Pogo the motherfucking clown is here.
Fuck yeah, he motherfucking is, motherfucker.